Hello, everybody. Welcome to Step into the Portal. My name is the Brandt.
I'm Eric.
And that's it. That's the whole crew. Steve is on
Yeah.
vacation.
Yeah. No
Brian has
Steve, no
people
Brian.
around.
Yep.
I didn't even know you could play this game with two, Eric. Is my audio behind?
Nope. You're good.
Okay. Yeah, I wasn't even aware that you could necessarily play this game with two people. I thought it was a 4-player only, so we're gonna find out about that, right?
Go figure. Yeah.
So I'm pretty excited because I actually played this with Brian, just the two of us. The Awesome Campaign Volume 1. Actually, I think this one I might have played with Steve as well. But this campaign's really cool. Have you tried the Awesome Campaign Volume 1 at all?
I have only played it solo.
Okay.
Gearing up for Gen Con, because that's kind of the prelude to us doing this, is that is one of the events. There are 3 different Marvel Champion events at Gen Con this year, and one of them is the first scenario of this awesome campaign. So put together a couple of decks using Marvel CDB, and I've been trying them out. Captain America one, and then the other one is Shadow Cat, one of my favorite X-Men.
Woo! Nice.
So I have yet to try it though, multiplayer, or even single or double-handed solo. So tonight will be an interesting run.
Nice. Yeah. So this one, this is going to be at Gen Con. What you said, there's 3. The other one is fight the first one of Next Evolution, which I don't even remember which one that is.
That is, I want to say Marauders, I believe.
Okay.
Yeah.
So fight that one. What's the third thing?
So the third is it's basically a learn how to play Marvel Champions.
Ah,
So I think that's going to be a little bit more approachable. They're going to really teach you the game. They're going to provide decks for you as well. And I think you probably go through and play against Rhino or
you know
something.
where you know where I'll be teaching
Yes,
people how to play Marvel Champions.
no doubt,
It's
no
funny.
doubt.
I love it for when I'm in that big environment. I don't necessarily need to play. Like I know I'm going to play Next Evolution a bunch of times, especially right out of the gate.
Yeah,
And if we can get a box there,
yeah.
even better. And I've played this one, so the fact that I could go and teach people now, what I would like to do is play with people. I actually feel bad. Last year, Peter and Terrence sat down. I think it was also Peter's son from One Stop Co-op Shop.
Mm.
Peter paid for my ticket to join the event so I would play with
Oh,
them.
nice.
And
Yeah.
then at the last moment, Caleb was like, "Hey, these people are trying to learn the game. Do you think you can help them?" And
Mm.
I bowed out of the game where Peter had paid for my ticket.
Yeah.
That's a little rude. But I was obviously helping more people get into the game, so
Oh yeah, 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 and
whichever.
very
But
very cool of Peter, and definitely, how can you turn Caleb down,
yeah,
with
it's
a
true.
proposition like that? Yeah,
Hey, Brown Bay. Also, it is so hot. I guess it's like the hottest day. It's not temperature wise, it's like right around 90, 91, but our
yeah,
humidity is like the highest percentage it's been. I am on my 3rd shirt today. I don't have AC, so it is just
uh,
so hot. And now I'm in the attic.
yeah, and you're in the attic, which
But
I'm
I do
sure
have a
there's no
box fan
circulation.
right here. It's right
Yeah,
short of me, so I'm surviving there. Brown Bay says, hey, but now right outside I'm hearing thunderstorms. So let's hope I don't lose power. I usually don't, but don't say that right before. That's how you jinx it.
yeah, no
So
doubt,
if
no
it
doubt.
shuts down, I lost power. Eric, you can message me on my phone, but
Yeah,
everybody else, thanks for watching.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, yeah. So if it all goes dark, either he lost power or Ronan just stomped us to oblivion.
Yeah,
Knocking out
exactly.
our lights, so to speak.
Hey,
Yeah, but
cheers,
hey,
Brian.
Bromby, looking forward to seeing you in a week.
For
He and
sure.
I, so yep. So Bromby and I are actually running through a couple of the events. Turns out that we signed up, just coincidence at the same time. So I think we're gonna do the Morlocks event together, and then I think Ronan as well. So yeah, Bromby. I'm trying out 2 different decks to see which one I want to bring for Ronan, and this one is going to be the Drunken Master Shadow Cat. So we'll see
Brown,
how it goes.
Brown Bay says, man, he's so disappointed he's going to see you next week, Eric.
Right, I'm sure.
Looking forward to it. Yes, I'm excited to meet another Brian.
Yes.
Well, see another Brian, I guess. Wow, a giant lightning bolt out my window. Okay,
Dang.
no worries. I'm not afraid of it. So All right. So this campaign that you're going to play, what's really neat is that what Steele did, and when we talked to Steele, he actually played some of it with us, was he and his friends kind of worked on it together. Obviously, it's got his name on it. I think he kind of did the typing everything up. But they were basically trying to take the villains at that time that were really complex and give you a boost, and take the villains that people were like, these are kind of boring, and give them a boost, was the idea. So you fight Ronan to start off. That's what we're going to do. So you'll see that. Then you fight Absorbing Man, but you start stunned, confused, and exhausted. So
Yeah.
you really have to climb out of a hill. And then you fight the Wrecking Crew, and against the Wrecking Crew, you can only thwart or attack the active villain and their side scheme. So that's how he made them more difficult. So, and then it goes on from there. I don't remember the rest of the campaign and all that, but it's kind of neat. So,
Yeah, I
what?
think it's Red Skull, and then I believe Thanos. And
Oh,
I forgot how he tweaked each one of those.
did I totally mess this up? Is Modoc in here? And I didn't even check the side schemes. I just realized.
Yeah, Modoc is our villain. That what we've got, and you can actually find the awesome campaign if you go to FFG's website. I forget what's the link. It's something. Maybe someone can mention it in the chat, unless Brandt knows. But you can call these up and then print them out at home. But yeah, so we've got, besides Ronan the Accuser, Power Stone, the Doomsday Chair, Ship Command, and then the standard set.
All right, darn it, that's
Yeah.
on me. You told me that, and I forgot to get Modoc out, but I know he's here. But I shuffled in Cree Fanatic because I forgot. But I want to do it the way he said, so we got a little bit of time. So,
Oh,
Eric,
it's all good.
do you want to go down to the
Yeah.
table and show people what you're playing and the upgrades and things that you picked?
Yeah, definitely.
That's you not
Okay.
covering for me
So
because I made a boo boo. That's just what the people want to hear.
it's all good. All right. So excuse as I fling around here.
No!
Uh, as you see my dining room area. There we go. Okay. So there's many different things that you start up with here. One is that you cannot play as a guardian hero, or basically an identity with the guardian trait on it. So that is forbidden. However, you do start with an honorary guardian upgrade on your hero, because then you will take one of the basic guardian allies and put that into play. And most of them, of course, you can only put into play if you have the guardian trait yourself, which is again why you start with the honorary guardian upgrade. Then so Milano, that just comes with what we've got going on with the ship command thing, but it then tells you to go into the Galaxy's Most Wanted campaign market and pull out the unit cost 4 items and the unit cost 6 items, those upgrades, and then choose one of each and put those into play. So for me, I grabbed armor plating because this is basically all about defense. So this will negate one of the damage when you take damage, or two if you've got the Milano on you. And then targeting screen is just to help with thwart because that you can remove 2 threat from a scheme, or 3 if you're controlling the Milano. Then finally, the last thing that he is letting you do is you get to go and search your deck and discard pile for an identity specific card and add that to your hand. So it doesn't go into play, but it does start off in your opening hand. And the one I chose for Shadowcap is Phased Strike. So for those who aren't familiar with Ronan, he starts off with this horrible attachment, the universal weapon, which not only will give him +1 attack and +1 scheme, but he will gain the stalwart trait. So he cannot be stunned or confused. So fortunately, the phase strike, what that lets you do is if I'm in phased form, in addition to dealing 6 damage, you can then just discard anything with the text hero action or hero response. And the great thing is normally to get rid of the universal weapon, you have to take 2 damage, give yourself a face down encounter card, but then this gets shuffled back into the encounter deck. By using phase strike, instead of having to do all of that stuff, this then just goes away and it actually gets discarded. So
Nice.
it won't come back until he decks out and gets to reshuffle. So that is my plan, is to get phase strike out turn 1 to get rid of that weapon.
Love it. Nice.
Yep.
Yeah, I took the hyper thruster so I can remove 1 threat from each scheme, which is a little tricky because he does have the crisis icons, but and then I did exhaust the navigation column, which lets me actually cycle my deck. So the big complaint with Spectrum is that she doesn't have events to change form. So now I can use those to change form. To be able to get some of those things done was the idea. And then I have Gamora, because Gamora lets me go and grab another event. So I figured those were ways to not keep Spectrum slowed down. And I took Energy Duplication as my starting card so that I could have resources on the table.
Yeah.
That is me.
All right, I'm looking through kind of some of our notes here. Welcome, everyone. Brian, we got Living for Games, Fought Cash, Guarism, and jealous of all those Gen Con Brians, right? And then you can play Pin Down or used Groot to manage him the entire game. That's a good idea as well. And then, yeah, Brian Blair, I too am curious how much damage she'll be taking. I did do one quick run through with Shadowcat. She ended up taking only like 1 or 2 damage, but I was able to successfully knock out, and I did kind of a speed run and basically just defeat him as quick as I could. Because I think the longer he's in play, all of his encounter cards are just nasty.
I just realized that you changed the Shadowcat at the last minute.
Oh,
and
right.
I have Cap set up. It's just your obligation. That's the only thing I got to do.
Right. Well, now if we know, so if Cap's obligation comes out, then we know it's Kitty's, and then we'll do permanently phased.
I taught my neighbors yesterday, and one of them wanted to play Shadowcat. They wanted first game. They wanted to play Shadowcat and Black Widow.
Okay.
And I would consider them mechanically 2 of the harder characters in the game.
I would agree. Yeah. But like, everyone has their hero favorites, so you can't deny them that.
No denying. All right, what do we got here? So where is all her stuff? Almost there, almost there. Here's her cards. See, it's not just me.
Right. Oh, let me do a mulligan and see if I can find what I'm looking for here.
Okay.
1.
Yeah, you can armor me though. That's the thing. I'm super happy you have the armor. I'll take it.
Oh, the armor plating? Yeah.
Yeah, you can just use it on me when I'm going to take damage. So
yeah, it says when an identity would take any amount of damage, exhaust that, prevent 1. Yeah.
You do have to be in hero form.
True. Yes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
There's your side. All right. Sweet. So we're going to take on Expert Ronan, and Eric is not excited about it.
No.
Have you ever fought Expert Ronan?
No, I don't believe I have.
So there you go. So this could be Eric's first win against Expert Ronan. If it doesn't go well, and I feel like we'll have time with 2 players. I'd be shocked if we went significantly past an hour losing. We'll shuffle up and play them on standard just so we can kind of show. And I highly, highly, highly suggest that anybody playing this scenario at home, random pickup at a store, or specifically at the Gen Con event, just play it on standard.
Yeah.
You don't have to prove anything to anybody. I think you do have like a 3-hour block, so I guess there's that. But I just suggest when you're playing with people you don't know and you don't know how your decks are working, just go for it on standard and you'll have a blast, and you could always play a second time or play something else. All right, Eric, you got the Milano. It's all you.
Okay. All right. So, All right. I think first I am going. Let me just time this out because we want to get rid of his tough as well. So when I attack, then I'll flip to phased. Okay. So I will flip up. Let me spend. Yeah, I will pitch this to do a perseverance, which will then make me tough. Okay. Then let's do. Okay. I'm going to exhaust the Milano to bring out a deft focus. I'm going to do a basic attack to knock off his tough.
Okay.
Which is then going to flip me to phased. Okay. Then if I use my deft focus and these two cards, we'll do 1 and 2, then I will play phased strike. And then that's going to deal 6 damage to him. I am phased, so that will get rid of the universal weapon. So now he's no longer stalwart. That just fortunately now is going to go to that discard pile instead of getting shuffled back into the deck and deal 6 damage to him. So
yeah, he's down to 30.
Yep, nice. Down to 30. And then I don't have enough resources to play that phased and confused. And I'm
What about
already
with the
exhausted.
Milano?
Well, I used the Milano to get out the deft focus.
Got it.
That was the only way that I was able to kind of do all of that. But we got rid of the universal weapon, knocked off his tough, dealt 6 damage, and Drax can deal 3 more damage.
Drax!
Yep.
You also have your
And
targeting screen.
true. So then let's remove, because we start with what, 2 threat on the main. So I'll use
We start
that
with 4 threat on the
to
main,
knock.
and we start with cut the power in play. So
Oh, is
there's
it?
6 threat on cut the power because it's expert.
Oh, right. Okay, got it.
Yeah, so expert is he's a 2/3 with 18 health per player, and we start with cut the power in play.
Right. Okay, yeah, I missed that part with the cut the power. Okay.
I cut the power.
Yep. All right. Well, the targeting screen will remove 3.
Perfect.
Yep. And that completes my turn.
All right. I will
use phased
Spider-Man.
back over.
Yeah, you should be in the other form.
Yeah, because when I played whatever it was, phase strike, it's right here. Just never put it away.
I will use Spider-Man to play my Death Focus because he's not going to be super useful now. I will flip up and go to Gamma. Gamma will deal a damage. He's down to 26. Then I will play Speed of Light to change. How do I want to do that? I guess there's no great way to do it. So I'll do that to change to Photon form. When I change to Photon, I remove a threat here and draw a card. Ooh, nice. Then I will use my strength to play energy duplication. I'll play a skilled investigator. This is fun. I will thwart for 3 with Spectrum to clear cut the power.
Cool.
Which will trigger skilled investigator and draw me a lay down the law. I will use, what do I want to use here? I will use my hyper thruster to remove a threat from each scheme.
Awesome.
I don't think I'm going to use this navigation control. It's draw a card, what is it? Choose and discard a card from your hand, and then draw a card from the top of the deck. I don't really need anything. So Depth Focus and Energy Duplication will play Sense of Justice, and then Lay Down the Law and Sense of Justice will play Photon Speed, clear the threat. Empty board. You have the Power Stone as well, Eric.
That's right. I knocked it off him, didn't I?
Yeah. So the weird part now is because it says deal damage, it's just going to ping pong back and forth because you can't prevent dealt damage.
So say that again.
You can't prevent dealt damage.
Right.
So you can take less than 3 damage, but he will still take the Power Stone because if he deals 3 damage.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
It's kind of silly to tell the truth.
Yeah.
Like it makes the Power Stone. I mean, I guess it's kind of fun that the Power Stone is a ping pong ball now.
Right. Yeah.
But
Okay.
it's not how much is taken; it's how much is dealt, and dealt is outgoing, and taken is incoming.
No, that does make sense. So if I'm phased, he's still dealing the damage. I just don't take it, and then he gets the stone back. Interesting.
You got it.
Okay.
Oh, we should say hi to people. Everybody in chat, say hello if you are here. Many people are. Hello to Nolan. Thanks for joining. You can prevent, what does this say? You can prevent the dealt damage with tough or with defending. Okay, so if you defend, it's subtracted before it's calculated. It's not it's not how much is dealt, is just the top. It's like because you defended, you're immediately subtracting 2. That's a little confusing.
All right. So what is this? These guys are saying that tough doesn't help?
Tough doesn't help against dealt damage, but it sounds like defending does. It sounds like when you defend, you're saying, I'm subtracting my defense from the damage dealt.
Right. Okay. I see what they're saying, right? Because they're still dealing the damage. He'll get the stone back, but the tough will at least stop the damage.
Correct.
But he's still dealing. Yeah. Okay. I see what they're saying there. With tough doesn't work for that. Yeah.
All right.
But at least does stop the damage, which is the whole point of playing the tough. Yeah. If he wants to get the stone back, that's fine. He can get the stone back. But
there you go.
That is the least of my concerns. Okay.
I got a little problem solvers action because Spectrum is both a Guardian and an Avenger. So it makes it pretty easy to trigger problem solvers because she's both. So all I need is an ally on the table.
There you go. Yep.
All right. Although there are no Avenger, or sorry, the only Avengers is Speed. He's the only Avenger. Oh, it's also, what's her name? Quake.
Okay.
So it's kind of hard to get them out.
Okay. So I do have now in my hand a phased and confused.
Okay.
So you'll be first player next round. So I may try to get that out. So he'll be stunned against you and then confused against me if everything works, but we'll see.
Sounds great.
Okay.
All right. He is adding 4 threat. You are readied up?
Yep. Okay.
All right. So he is attacking you for 3.
And I am tough.
Okay. So it's going to be 3 plus 1 is 4. So you're tough. He deals 4 damage. So he takes the stone.
You can have it.
Hold on. He gets 2, right? Because you had the stone.
Correct. He'll get another boost card.
I got to make sure I read the cards. Steve's yelling at me right now. All right. So now he has that. He's attacking me for 4. I will defend for 1. Use my, I can't use Def Focus. Use my energy duplication to play Pulsar Shield. I will switch to Pulsar form. Heal 1. I can't. Ready. And now I'm defending for 3 instead.
Okay.
So he attacks me for 6 total. So I take 3 damage. I'm down to 9.
Okay. And we went through MODOK. Which
is you could use the armor plating, right?
Yes, I can. So, and I still have the Milano, right? Because that doesn't change until the end of the thing. So that will prevent 2 of that damage.
Perfect. Now, if you get attacked again, we'll have to figure it out. But we got Drax, we got other stuff.
Oh, I have it all figured out.
Oh, right. You're in protection, aren't you?
I have a quick shift in my hand. So, yeah.
All right. You get an extra card. You are the first player. Milano is the first player.
Yep.
Target. All right. First one is Kree Physiology. Surge. He gets a tough status card.
Okay.
Tough again. Surge into Caught Off Guard.
Figures.
You can lose the armor plating or the targeting screen.
can I lose Honorary Guardian, right? Because
Sure.
Drax will still stay in play.
Yeah, you just couldn't play any Guardian things you might have in your hand or deck.
Yeah, which I don't. So I'm going to lose Honorary Guardian, and then I do have to lose 1 hit point that I gave myself at the beginning for that. So I'm down to 9. Okay.
All right, and the last one is Pincer Maneuver, which they invented Hinder and then used it the wrong direction.
Right.
So in 2-player, it comes in with 7.
Ouch.
Like this should have been 1 Hinder 2 and had 5 on it.
Exactly. Yeah.
All right. And then lastly is Exhaustion. So we could keep me from getting exhausted if we spend the Milano and a resource, but that is probably not the worst thing. Oh, I can't problem solvers. Do you have an extra resource?
Let me look through what I've got going on because I need. All right, I can't use Def Focus for phased, so I'm
It
gonna
will
need.
still surge though, so it probably doesn't really matter. It just won't give me much of a turn.
Yeah,
But it's fine. I can deal with it.
otherwise, I can use a resource for that. I won't be able to do much else, but yes,
It
if
doesn't
needed.
prevent the surge, so we're gonna get another card anyway.
Okay.
All right, Power Siphon. I guess I am gonna make you discard a random card from your hand.
Okay, let's hope I don't lose that phased and confused.
You're not gonna be happy with me.
Nope, I lost the quick shift, so that's okay.
I usually like the last action on those cards. The discard a random is tough, but I felt like we needed the Milano to help me clear threat here. So
yeah.
All right, I don't have a way to ready, which would have been smart. So I will use my hyper thrusters and remove a threat from each scheme and an additional one from the main scheme.
Okay.
One thing I gotta say that I love about this that Steele did is I just love these abilities because it makes you feel like you're now in the battle that you should be in. Like you're ready to fight him. You've got your ship. You've got your upgrades. You know what I mean? It's just, it's a more exciting battle to have the upgrades and things. But,
definitely.
Anyway. All right. So I guess I'm going to be a little brave here. I'm going to play one way or another.
Ooh. Although you get to choose which one you bring out at least.
Exactly. So I'm not going to bring out Doomsday Chair. Can I clear that? I don't think I can if I put the Superior Tactics into play. So do I put the other Pincer Maneuver in? Not if I can't clear it. All right. So I'll put the Superior Tactics. We can't remove the Power Stone from him.
Okay.
Actually, do I put it into play? Reveal it. Nope. They were smart. All right. So this is going to come in with 6 on it because it gets 2 bonus from that. Then I draw 3 cards. Come on. Give me
draw something good.
I did not. All right. I will use problem solvers and a def focus to play another energy duplication. Unfortunately, I'm just building this turn. And then here I can discard the top card of my deck and draw a card. So it's a yaw and roll. Darn it. I will Speed of Light to go to Gamma, and I'll remove his tough. Draw a card. There's a Gamma Blast. And then I'm going to use my energy duplication and my yaw and roll to play my heroic intuition. Getting built, but I'm not clearing those problems that I made. I can't actually play Spycraft. I forgot that I need a spy. Bad on me. Okay. So Gamora will thwart this for 1 to bring it down to 5. And then I will discard until I get an event, which is Photon Speed. Now I wish I had kept the yaw and roll.
Foresight.
So Sense of Justice and Spycraft will play my Photon Speed to remove 4 from this. bring it down to 1. And I guess I have to hold these 2. That's all I've got. I've got the Milano. So actually, let me take that back. I'll remove the 4 from here, bring this one down to 2, and I'll use the Milano to take 3 off of this and bring this one down to 2. Now they all have 2 on them.
Cool.
Oh,
and
yeah.
Okay, cool. I can get rid of both of those side schemes.
Nice.
So I'm going to use targeting screen, which will remove 2 from a scheme. So do that. I will do a basic thwart of 2, getting rid of the other side scheme.
Perfect.
Okay. Then I'm going to pitch these 3 cards to put a phased and confused out on him. So he's going to attack you, which won't go through, and then he will be confused against me. So I will be obviously flipping down, and then we can have Drax hit him for another 3.
23.
All right, making a little progress.
Did you say you flipped down?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah,
oh, because
he's phased and confused.
Get an extra card. Makes sense.
Yeah.
All right. I'm trying to consider getting rid of my Gamma Blast. It is a good way to get MODOK off the board, but it's probably worth just leaving MODOK on the board. So I will do that. Okay, I want to read Brombay's thing here just quickly. So he says, the way I think of it is that there's this point where you have to calculate up all the damage from the attack. That's where you add all the modifiers, including reducing from defense. I get it. So you're saying he's a 3 plus 1 with the stone. His boost gives him 2. You defended for 3, so it's -3. Then you say, this is how much he dealt. So the defense subtracts from that number. Then when you're saying you're now being dealt 3 damage, what do you want to do with that damage? Now you can reduce the amount of damage you take. Makes perfect sense to me.
Yeah. Yeah, because especially if you've got some of those different protection cards where, it's going to reduce his attack, or preemptive strike where you basically are going to negate boost icons, stuff like that.
Right.
But yeah, how much ultimately is he dealing to you? Yeah. Makes sense. Thanks, Bromby.
Yep, works for me. All right. So he is adding 4 threat here. He is going to attack me, but he's phased and confused, correct?
Correct.
So he's stunned, so he does not attack. He's confused against you. Done. And now we each get cards, and I get a bonus. All right, first one is an assault. So he's going to attack me again.
Unfortunately, I cannot use armor plating because that is a hero interrupt. And I'm down.
Just tricky because I only have 1 defense. So I guess I just take a big old hit. Take a big old hit. Hey, it's going to be a fanaticism. We love seeing that. So he's going to hit me for 6. I'm down to 5.
Okay.
And then he is going to play. Oh, we could have tried to cancel that with this, but that's okay. Biomechanical upgrades attached to a minion. There aren't any, so it surges into another assault. So this one, I'm going to spend an energy duplication. Is it spend a resource? Yep. And I'm going to exhaust the Milano to cancel it.
Okay.
And then your card is Blindside. So without input from me, you have to exhaust the Milano. You can't. Spend 2 physical resources or stun me.
Let me see what I had going on if I can do the 2 physical resources. Yep. I'd rather not stun you, so I'm going to spend the 2 physical resources.
All right.
Okay.
And the Milano passes to you.
Okay. Okay. All right. Do we need to use the Milano to get rid of anything, or can I use it as a resource? I'm just trying
exhausted.
to see. Oh, that's right. That's right. Duh. It is exhausted. Okay.
I'm going to bring a side scheme into play. I have a problem solvers.
Ah, okay.
So if that's okay, I'm going to do that so I can draw my cards.
Yep. Okay. Let me, I'm going to stay solid. I'm going to flip up. Again, I'm going to pitch this, do another perseverance. That's going to give me tough. Okay. Then I'm going to play a Shadow Cat. Oh, let me first. Trying to see. I'm going to thwart 2 off that side.
Yeah.
Then we'll use targeting screen to remove 3
Okay.
because I've got the Milano. Okay. Then I'm going to use the resource on solid and deft focus to play Shadow Cat Surprise. That will deal 3 damage. That will ready my hero, and that will flip solid back over to phased. And then I will thwart for another 2.
Okay. We'll draw a card.
And then we can have Drax attack for 3.
Sounds
And
good.
he's got 1 HP left.
17.
Okay, that is my turn.
What form are you in?
Phased and
Okay.
hero. Yep.
Because I was going to say, if you didn't want to thwart and you wanted to attack, but if you're already in phase, that's where you want to be.
Yes, yeah. I didn't want to flip back over to solid. So
All right.
that's
I
where I want
have
to be.
a problem solvers, but we don't really need it at the moment. So I'm not going to worry about that too much. What I'm going to do instead is I'm going to do a speed of light. Yeah, I'm going to do a speed of light, and I'm going to go to pulsar form so I can heal 1. When I change forms, I draw a card, which is a double, and I'm going to play Lay Down the Law with Sense of Justice. Clear 4, bring this down to 2. Then I will use my hyper thrusters to clear 1 off of this. I'm going to use this double to play Eros. There are no minions to deal with. And then I'm going to use my double and my photon speed to play Blue Marvel. And that is that. So I'm just going to punch here for 2 with Blue Marvel. Yeah, I'll just hold these, and I'll thwart for 1 off the main scheme. We're good.
Cool. What is his health at?
15.
15. All right. All right, we're readying back up.
Hey, there's Rocket. And I can give you a skilled investigator.
So here's a question.
Sure.
So he's going to attack me, and I'm tough, right? So it'll just ping off my tough. I don't have to defend or anything else. Then when he goes to attack you, I'm phased, right? So in order to not take any damage, I do have to defend, right? So I do have to do a basic defense and exhaust.
Yep.
Okay. But I can also play a never back down. When he's attacking you, I can block for you, right? I'm not going to take any damage because I'm phased. And if I use a never back down, of course, I'm not taking any damage, and then he'll get stunned, right? I think that's how all that would work.
He'd be stunned to not attack you, and you'd go to the other form, solid form?
Well, no. When he attacks me, I'm tough. So it's just going to knock off my tough, right?
Right.
Although I can keep the tough, right? And
if you defend,
I can just defend anyway
and stun him,
and then stun him when he goes to attack you. Yep. Cool. All right. I think that's my plan.
Either way, although that sounds like the second way, instead of him floating a stun, you float a tough, right?
Essentially, yes. Yeah.
Brian says, "Oh, Shadowcat Surprise. Yes, would have given you this. I was just thinking back to, did anybody deal 3 damage? And you did.
Well,
you did Shadowcat Surprise and dealt 3 damage.
Right, but then he didn't attack you. He was confused against me. But then on your encounter card, didn't he attack you again?
No, you just did it. You just did Shadowcat Surprise. We're on the villain phase now.
Oh, okay. All right, then yeah, okay.
Yeah, no, you're good.
Cool.
Brian says, how well you are controlling the main just goes to show how essential those Milano upgrades are in the campaign. Yeah, I totally agree. I think it's a big miss.
Yeah.
And this is how I would play Ronan because I think it's more fun. I mean, totally if you want the challenge, but if you just want the fun of Ronan, putting these in play. I mean, even one, if you felt like it was too strong on standard, but play him on expert. You can get your expert win, you know?
Yeah.
But yeah, it's so much more fun to have these goodies to deal with what he's doing because, yeah, it's super
Totally.
overcharged.
Yep. I agree 100%.
Fourth threat on the main scheme, he is attacking you with double boosts.
Okay, so again, I will be defending. I'm phased. And I do have to pitch a card, which will be this one to play a Never Back Down.
Okay.
So, and because I'm defending, that's going to flip me over to solid.
It's after you defend, but yeah, you could do it
Yeah.
now.
Yeah.
All
Okay,
right. So he's going to get an additional boost and an additional boost and a double. So he's going to hit you for +6, which is 9.
Nice. Okay. And I'm phased.
You are tough.
And
Oh yeah, you're
again,
phased. You take none, and then
so
he's
I'm
stunned
phased
because
with
you
a
took no damage.
+2. I took no damage, and then he is now stunned.
And then he doesn't attack me. It's a beautiful thing. All right.
Yep.
You have the Milano to cancel a treachery. I just have to say that so I remind you. Oh, it's you're permanently phased.
Okay, I guess I'm flipping down. Oh wait, I forget how. Yeah.
Oh, you just flipped to phased?
Okay, so I flip to phase. I cannot attack, defend, or change mass form.
But you're not
and
in
then-
alter ego yet.
Right.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay.
And
got
then
it.
special delivery, he's going to attack you for +1. I suggest you spend a resource in the Milano to cancel from the Kree command ship.
Oh, right. Yes. So let's do that. I'll spend this Milano.
I could also block for you if you didn't want to.
Yeah. Well, I'm still tough. But I can't. How does that?
Oh yeah,
Well,
you could.
Technically, tough is
Yeah.
not defending.
Right. So yeah, you could just get hit.
So then let's. Well, although I'm.
Oh
just
wait, when
looking-
he hit you tough, he would have gotten the Power Stone though, right? Oh no, because you took no shoot. You're dealt no damage. You take no damage, so he takes the Power Stone.
Yeah, I think he takes the Power Stone. Wait, how is this worded? She cannot take damage, but he still dealt it.
Not great on their part. That's not the best wording, but whatever. We move on.
Yep. Okay. So I will let him attack me, and my tough will take this one.
All right, sounds good. So now he's only going to single boost against you with a triple. So he's going to hit you really hard.
Okay.
Eric had it. He kept the Power Stone. Eric had it from defending would never back down. Right. And then when he hits you, you're tough. No,
but he still dealt the damage.
He dealt the damage. Oh, because you defended 2, but yeah, he hit you for 9. So he still dealt 7. Oh, he dealt 4. Yeah, he still took it.
Yeah. Okay.
It's a little bit too chaotic on wording. Oh
Yeah.
no, and now it's a gang up on me.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Okay. Well, I guess you can use your armor plating, right?
Yes. And I control the Milano, so that would prevent 2.
Yeah. So I will do a pulsar shield. So I defend for 3. He's going to hit me for 6. What am I missing? So I defend 3, 6. You block 2 of it. So I take 1. And I have retaliate. So I hit him for 1.
Okay.
That's it. Milano passes to me, but it's not exhausted because
we saved it.
All right. Well, no problem solvers, but I think instead of rocket, actually I have the resources maybe on the board. Almost have the resources on the board. All right, so I'll put an Overwatch out. I'm going to give you a skilled investigator.
Cool. Thank you.
I'm going to use problem solvers, energy duplication. Do I want to draw a card with Gamora? Maybe I'll just have Gamora deal 2 damage. And then I'll try to get an event card, which is a Gamma Blast. So now the question is, do I just deal some damage instead of getting rocket on the table, which I think I do. So I also need to heal, but you need to flip down. So I've got blockers. All right. So I will use Death Focus, Energy Duplication, and I could give you the Milano and Problem Solvers to Gamma Blast. So I'll change to Gamma form. Oh, do you resolve the card first or do you do the response? I believe you do the response. So I deal him 1 and then I deal him 7. So he's down to 4. Look at that, Eric. You've almost beat
Nice.
stage 2.
Well,
For the
not
first
me.
time.
I would say we.
You're doing a great job. I will then attack him for 3, so he's at 1, which maybe we leave him there. I'm holding rocket. My thrusters will remove 2 from the main. I'm not going to cycle a card. Eros will clear the main. And I don't think I'll flip him. I think we flip him next turn. Are you going to deal any damage to him? I assume not.
If I use Drax, that would be 3, but that's, or I just hold on to Drax, use him as a blocker. So otherwise, no, because I can't attack or anything else, at least with Shadow or with Kitty. So probably no.
Yeah, so I'm just thinking the tricky part is I could flip him, then I could pop his tough, then Drax could hit him, and I'd leave 2 threat on the main scheme.
When he
But maybe
flips, does he come in tough?
Yeah.
Yeah, he does. And then he's got retaliate. Okay.
Right.
And then he becomes a 3/4. So if you flip him, Drax won't be able to attack. All he'd be doing was knocking off the tough.
Yeah.
And
I'd also lose Blue Marvel.
Right. And what we have to look for superior tactics side scheme and bring that out.
Yeah, let's just leave him and
Yeah.
we'll have you flip him on your turn. Hopefully you can do some ping damage.
Yeah. Okay. But I am going to have to flip down.
Oh, and you can't get rid of your permanently phase, can you?
Well, I can. Oh, wait. I'm still exhausted, right?
Yeah.
So I'll have to exhaust it at the beginning of my next turn.
Yep.
Yeah. Yep. Because she, right, because I defended during the last villain phase.
You
Right.
do have a resource with the Milano if you want it.
Okay. All right. Well, then, all right. Additionally, I do have targeting screen. Right, because it doesn't say anything that I can't do any thwarting. So
Yeah,
let's use
there's no
targeting
threat.
screen. Oh, there is no threat, no side schemes.
We have full control at the moment.
Nice. Okay. Well, let's hope you didn't just jinx it. So let me and Milano, I can use it when I flip down. Okay. So let me use the Milano and I will pitch this to at least bring out a flow like water. Because I'm up to this point, I've been spending all of my protection upgrades. And then we will wait and I'll get rid of permanently phase next turn. Okay.
Sounds good.
Yep.
And I did give you a skilled investigator.
Yes.
I'll try to remind you.
Yeah, I put one out in front of me.
Oh, okay, good. Yeah, classic me. I'm not looking up at your screen.
Right. 3, 4, 5, 6. Does he have? Oh, good. I just drew Kitty's room. That's perfect. Does he have anything on any attachments on him that require a hero action or hero response? Because I have another phase strike.
He does not.
Okay.
Could still hit him for 6.
Okay. What is right underneath the villain card? I'm trying to see what that is.
Power Stone.
Oh, that's the Power Stone. Right. Okay. Yeah. Unfortunately, on my laptop, your screen is really small.
Yeah. No, that's fine.
Okay.
Ask away. I think we're good, right?
I think so.
We never used the Milano, I believe.
Famous last words.
I think we're great.
Yeah.
All right. We got this in the bag. All right. So he is attacking me for 4, and I'm just going to use a blocker. I guess it's Eros is my best blocker because Drax can deal some damage that we might need.
Yeah.
All right. So he's going to attack for 4 plus 2 is 6, and Eros is out.
Okay.
Then he is going to. I always think there's some trigger after he attacks, but there is not. Then he's going to scheme against you for 3. Plus attach the Power Stone to him. It's already there. So this goes to 7 out of 14. We're okay there, and then we get our cards.
Okay.
All right. My first card is Doomsday Chair. That's fine.
Okay.
We get MODOK. We can either deal with him or just let him sit there. And 8 threat on it, which I can eventually clear. And the next one is Kree Physiology. So he gets a tough status card. A little bit of a pain. And it surges into Rogue Vessel. Oh, that's awful.
Yeah, I hate that thing.
All right. Into You Stand Accused. So I'm going to go ahead and spend the Milano and spend an energy duplication to cancel it so I don't get attacked.
Yep.
All right, and then your card is Single-Minded Fury. Ronan attacks the player, controls the Power Stone. Surge.
Yep.
Into Biomechanical Upgrade. So MODOK is staying out. Surge into Under Fire, because why not? Into an Advance for 3 plus 2 is 5. So now that's at 12.
Yep.
And oh no, there it is. Fanaticism.
Of course.
So it gets 3 tokens. That's brutal. And it has Surge, because why not?
I'm telling you, when they designed Galaxy's Most Wanted, I don't know if that's when they introduced the Surge keyword, but it is like their favorite word. It just appears on practically every card. It's so annoying.
Well, Surge for something that doesn't do anything, even like give him a tough status card, is fine. Because it's not a major event. But Surge on Fanaticism, which is the worst card in his deck, is just it's too much.
Yeah, that's what's called a grisha. So a grisha, which I believe is a Yiddish word, or though it does sound kind of German, is when you stick a knife into someone and then you twist it, right? That's the grisha, and that's the Surge on a fanaticism or whatever. That's a grisha. Yeah.
All right. Blindside is you have to either spend 2 punch or you have to stun me.
I have to spend 2 physical resources.
Yep.
Oh, are you kidding me? That's going to get rid of my kitty's room.
You could stun me.
If you're okay getting stunned, then
I never attack.
All right, I will let you get stunned.
I'm not supposed to give you hints, but I'm fine being stunned.
Okay. So yes, that was what I was choosing.
Okay, so then the exhausted Milano passes to you.
Okay.
Oh, and we each take a damage.
Right, we each take a damage. That takes me to 8. Technically my first damage of the game. All right, so I will exhaust Kitty to permanently get rid of permanently phased. Okay. Now, let's do a couple of things. What do I want to get rid of while I'm phased? And he doesn't have, oh wait, how is fanaticism worded? Let me take a look at one of those cards. It's a forced interrupt, which a phase strike would not get rid of.
Nope.
That is really too bad. Okay. Bummer. I got excited for a quick moment. Okay. Let me pitch this to get out Kitty's room. I'm going to have to start putting things elsewhere. All right. Let's exhaust that, draw a card, because I am still phased. Okay, another preemptive strike. I don't have anything else, so I will flip up. Okay, I don't have anything that's going to ready me. Preemptive strike. Okay, I can pitch this to play an airwalk. That will remove 4 threat. because
Okay.
I still am in phased form.
Which one do we want to do? Maybe this one?
That's going to keep me. I could. He's got what, 1 health remaining on him? Is that right?
He's tough, has a health, and then when you flip him, he's tough with retaliate.
Okay. And MODOK, I'm trying to remember. He's got, what is it? 6? Or no, he's got 8.
He's got to just sit there.
Yeah. Although he's going to be attacking for 2 every turn.
Well, I'm going to have to flip down. I'm almost out of health.
Yeah. Yeah. I get it. Okay. All right. Because I could play a phased strike, which will then leave me in solid form, which is not the end of the world. And that could deal 6 damage to MODOK. He'll hit me back for 2, right? Oh, with
correct, but he has biomechanical upgrades.
so we
He's
have to hit him
not
for
worth
16.
defeating.
Yeah, okay. So yeah, to your point, okay.
If I can, which maybe I'll use my ability here, although it's discard a card from my hand, but I will discard my Gamma Blast to draw a card. If I can get to my other form, I can clear these schemes with
cool.
a problem
Okay.
solvers, but
Okay.
I can't get the card draw there yet.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, then I think I'm already exhausted. I'm going to leave Drax in play in case we do need a blocker.
Yeah, I mean, the option you have is you could attack with Drax, and then you could use the armor plating to negate his consequential damage.
Oh, that's a good point.
And then I can hit with Gamora, flip him to the other side. She takes the retaliate, but it doesn't matter. Then I try to draw this card and hope I change form somehow.
Yeah.
I
didn't
think I've
think
seen
about
all
that.
3
Yeah.
speed of light.
Well, do we, if Drax attacks, then that is going to flip him. Are we ready for that? Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So yeah, I'll use armor plating for a Drax attack.
Did you get rid of his tough yet?
So
Drax won't flip him.
No. I have not.
So
and
that's
I'm
just gonna get rid of his
exhausted.
tough.
Yeah, I can't do a basic. All that would then basically do is just get rid of his tough. But it will still keep Drax in play.
And you dealt him 3. Oh no, Drax doesn't take it. Never mind.
Right. And then targeting screen. So is the Milano on me?
Yeah, but it's exhausted.
Right. Okay.
Oh yeah.
Targeting screen will remove 3 threat.
Okay.
From wherever you feel is best. Yeah, probably. Yeah. Okay. Then that's my turn.
Okay. So I'm going to use Gamora to flip him.
Okay.
Grats, you have defeated that. And then she will draw this if it's an event. It is not. So that goes away. I get an extra card. Unfortunately, that didn't get me there. But he flips to stage 3, which I believe means he's tough and gets superior tactics.
Yes. Yeah, he's got tough. He now has retaliate 1, and then superior tactics.
All right. So that's going to come out. That has 6 threat on it. We cannot remove the stone. He is tough with retaliate, and he has 50 health. 50 to a win.
Okay.
All right. So then, if I can get Rocket into play, I could play Problem Solvers, which I think is my answer. So I will play Rocket with my energy duplication. And then I will use a double, a lay down the law, and a sense of justice to do Problem Solvers. Exhaust Rocket and Blue Marvel. Remove 4 here, here, and here. And then I'll trigger Overwatch to remove 2 threat from the superior tactics. And we both draw a card.
Cool.
So there's still 3 threat on this, which I can't do much about. So I could thwart for 2, or I could heal. I think healing is my smarter move.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to flip down, and I'm going to heal for 3 to go to 7. All right. Hopefully he won't pop that scheme. But not much we can do. And I don't need my pulsar shield. All right, not too much here. I can keep threat under control and maybe get you a card draw. And then we're just going to figure out how to get that damage on him.
Right.
Yay, Spectrum. Q Ronan photoshopped into. Yeah, there you go. All right. So far, so good. We're adding 4 threat. He went through his deck, right? He must have.
That
So we're
I
adding
don't recall.
5 threat. So that's going to pop, unfortunately. Darn it.
Yeah.
All right. Well, it was what we could do. All right. He is attacking you for 6 with piercing and overkill.
Yeah. So I am phased. And I'm just trying to think. If I play like a defiance, right? So that will basically just stop his boost card, but then that will also trigger flow like water, and that'll deal a damage back to him.
Yeah, it's perfect.
Unfortunately, I don't have Unflappable out yet, but we can work with that.
So you'll play Defiance, you'll defend, right?
Yeah.
You'll cancel this boost. Flow like water deals a damage back to him.
Yep.
Counter's gone. You take no damage, and then you flip to solid form.
Yep.
All right. He schemes against me for 4, plus he gets the Power Stone. And then, unfortunately, bad math there. So had I realized that math, instead of healing, I probably should have removed 2 threat from the main, so this wouldn't pop. But we'll hope it can pop and we can still win. Most scenarios you can. This one, maybe not.
Yeah.
All right, attach the Power Stone. If it's already attached, give him a face down boost card. And then while the Power Stone is attached to him, we cannot remove threat from this scheme.
Yep.
So we lose if we don't deal with that. All right, and then we get our cards. Yeah, I did MODOK. He was the reason we got there. Okay, Single-Minded Fury is going to surge against you into Kree Physiology. So he gets a tough status card, and it surges into Under Fire. Into You Stand Accused. He's going to attack you with +1 attack, piercing and overkill.
Okay.
We can cancel it with the Milano.
Yeah, let's do that. Since because
so
otherwise, if it didn't have overkill, I would have used Drax. But yeah, let's do that.
Yeah. All right. He will advance for
of course he does.
4. +1 is 5, so this goes to 7 out of 20. And then cuts the power, so that's going to get 6 on it. It's fine. I can deal with threat. Pincer maneuver. And a master plan. Ouch.
Oh my gosh.
All right, so Pincer comes in with 7. That's going to go to 11, and this one goes to 10.
See, because he heard you say that you can deal with threat. And he's like, okay, well, I'll do you one better. Here's a master plan.
Oh, and when he schemed, this should have been an additional 1. Oh, no. It's his universal weapon.
Of course it is.
Whew. All right. Well, now we got to deal 50 damage. When we each take 1 damage from the rogue vessel.
Right. Okay.
All right. I do not have problem solvers. I do have Spider-Man. I feel like I'm gonna have to. Deal with that. Okay. So I don't think I can heal. I will flip up, go to photon form. So do I have a speed of light? Do I need to get rid of his tough status card? I just will. All right. Then I will play Speed of Light to change to Photon form. Get rid of a threat on cut the power. I don't know, Eric. I'm trying to figure this all out as I go.
Yeah.
All right. I draw a card, which is a Pulsar Shield, and then I use Sense of Justice to play Lay Down the Law. Lay Down the Law will remove 4 from this one to bring it to 7. Whew. Okay. Can I get Spider-Man out? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I can. So I'm going to spend my mansion, my strength, and my 2 energy duplications for Spider-Man. He's going to come in and clear 6 threat until we get that stone. Are you going to get the stone this turn, maybe?
I don't think so, because I'm already exhausted. I don't have any attack cards in my hand.
Got it.
So I would say no. Unless we do Drax, I can have Drax
Yeah,
take
but
the
he can't
stone
take
from
the
him.
stone, unfortunately. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So I will remove the 6 here. I will then have Rocket thwart for 2, get rid of Pincer Maneuver, and we both draw a card.
Cool. Thank you.
Then I will use my navigation instead of Rocket, I'm going to use my. I should have cleared that one. All right, instead of Rocket, I'm going to use my Hyper Thrusters, which gets rid of 1 on each of those. It can't take any off of this. Then I'll have Rocket thwart this one for 2. Then I'm going to use my navigation column, which discards a card off the top of my deck, which is one way or another to draw a card. It's a Speed of Light. I will Speed of Light into Pulsar form to heal 1. Long turn, sorry, bear with me.
No,
into
you're
a
good.
Problem Solvers.
Yeah, I'm gonna have a very short turn, so it's even.
I'm 1 resource short on the Problem Solvers, which I guess I don't need now anyway. So I will use Def Focus and Yaw and Roll to play Photon Speed, change back, remove a threat, and then remove 4 to bring this to 1. Blue Marvel will remove it, and Spider-Man will clear 2 off of this. Woo! And
Dang.
I will thwart for 4. It's down to 1.
Nice.
I don't know if it is down. It was at 8. It should be at 2. I got rid of the threat.
Yeah.
All right, that's what I got.
Okay. And how many counters are still on fanaticism?
2.
Is that two more? Okay, so we got to go through 2 more attacks. Okay, so
Yeah, I do have a Pulsar shield, so at least I can take a hit with a 3 defense, and your armor plating would give me 5 if you're able to full block.
Right. Because unfortunately, I'm going to be staying solid because I can't even do a basic attack to flip over to phased.
Oh.
And then
I can't remove threat. Hold on, I forgot. I can't remove threat.
Why?
Because he has the Power Stone. So this stays at 8, and I punch him. I think I used Blue Marvel for something else. I think it was just my Photon Speed that I played. So unfortunately, there's just nothing to do with these cards. I knew that in my head. I will punch him for 2 though. Bring him to 48. Thank you, Steve.
Yep. So I can't
such
use
a good turn, but I knew I made something. No,
yeah, so I can't use targeting screen then to remove threat, right? because we don't have any
No, we got to
side
get the
schemes in
stone off of
play.
him.
And Drax won't be able to take the stone, although Drax can still hit him for 3.
Yep.
So why don't we at least do that?
45.
And then so Drax takes no damage. So with 8 on the main, it's probably then I'm guessing not a good idea for one of us to flip down. Yeah.
I mean, it's a good idea if you want to end the game.
Well, sure. No. Okay. All right. I'm gonna pitch these to bring out my favorite X-Men in the game, Nightcrawler. Which I guess we can have him attack for 2 since he can't do any thwarting.
Yep. He's going to take 2 damage though because of retaliate.
Oh, then nope. He'll just come out. Yeah, and he's just kind of like looking around. He's like, "What can I do?"
Yeah.
And again, I'm exhausted. I had nothing else in my hand that would be good that I could play, and unfortunately, yeah, that was my whole turn. That's one thing that
All
I
right.
don't like about protection is you use up a lot of your hand during the villain phase.
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah, and I am decking out.
Okay.
Speaking of my hand.
Yeah, and I made a poor deck build putting Spycraft in with no spies.
Right.
My bad.
Oops.
It's in the name. You think I would have remembered. And it's funny, I shuffled it in right before we started, so I should have just shuffled it out.
Oh, yeah, there you go. All right, so he's got overkill and piercing still.
But I was thinking I could Spycraft his fanaticism.
Oh, right. Yeah.
It didn't matter. It came out to you, so the plan was not there. Oh,
Yeah.
it's not a problem, Steve. Steve's saying sorry. He's really rough. I mean, that's part of what you're showing is like even with all these upgrades and making him easier, he's so
Right.
hard to beat. So it's
But
just not, you know.
we did get through phase 2.
That's
So
right. We're on
that's
phase
half
3.
of expert. Yeah.
All right, I did not ready up.
Yeah, I love Steve's comment, hopes and dreams, but Ronan's in between.
Yep. Okay, so he is going to attack me for only 7 plus a boost. So I will use my energy duplication to play a pulsar shield, change to pulsar form.
Say, I have an idea. Hold on, I'm sorry.
Sure.
I can play a powerful punch when he's attacking you, right? When he
Yeah.
initiates an attack, right? Because then that will flip me to phased.
Yeah.
When he because that's what I would like to do. So he's initiating the attack. He's still going to attack you, but I will be playing a powerful
No,
punch.
because you're going to be the defender then.
Oh, okay. So
I don't know if I ever got a ruling on that card because it says attack and defense. Like, do you attack, deal the damage, flip to phase form, he attacks you, you defend with the card, you take no I mean, that'd be amazing, right? If it allowed you to pay for it with solid, flip to phase, take the damage, take no damage, flip back over.
I would think so, because if this is an
I
interrupt,
don't know when the attack resolves or if they both resolve at the same
well, it
time.
says when an enemy initiates the attack. So it hasn't
Right.
happened yet, and I play this.
Yeah, I think you're good. I think you can do it that way. What
Yeah,
the heck?
and this would also
So
take
yeah.
the stone from him too, which I
Right.
think.
Remember, so you can pay for it with your solid.
Right. So I'm going to use my solid, and I'm going to use what else am I going to use? This to pay for it. Okay. So that's going to deal 4 damage. This will also trigger flow like water. So that's going to do basically 5 damage.
Yep. Then you take 1 from retaliate.
I will take 1, taking me to 6. Then that's going to
You get the
flip me
stone.
to phased. I get the stone.
Now he's attacking you for 6 plus 2 boosts. 7,
Okay.
8, but you take no damage.
Well, I still have to exhaust though.
Nope.
Right?
Because your powerful punch is a defense card.
Okay. But okay, I'm still confused. Why
So
am
no,
I
it's
taking no damage?
what's confusing is that powerful punch is both an attack and a defense card. So after
Oh,
you
so
deal the damage, you trigger the response on solid to go to phased. Now you're in that form and you are defending with powerful punch as a defense card.
interesting. Okay.
So now he attacks you, but since you're in phase and you played a defense card, you count as defending without exhausting. You take no damage. Your face flips back over.
Okay. Interesting. All right. I'll yeah, and then flow like water. We'll no, that won't trigger again.
It's only when you
Um,
play a defense. Yeah.
yeah, only when you play the defense card. Right.
Oh,
Okay, Brian saying the
and
card
then
makes you a
Modoc hits
defender,
me
so
for
phase
2.
take no damage is active already. Okay, got it. Okay. Yeah, and then Modoc
So, but
hits you
now
for
the
2.
issue is Ronan's attacking you again. Do you
Well,
have a
guess
quick
what?
shift?
I have another powerful punch. So,
Okay.
not how I wanted to spend these cards, but I will spend both of these to do another powerful punch because I can't use the solid for that. So that will flip me back over to phased. That's going to deal 4 damage to him.
Yep. You take a retaliate.
I take a retaliate, taking me to 5. I don't have to exhaust because now I'm
Yep.
playing the defense card. Now flow like water will trigger.
Yep. I
Um,
got that. So he went down. He's at 35.
and then I
And
go
then it's
back to
plus
solid.
4. And he hits you for 6 plus 4 is 10.
Okay. So he gets
And
the
now you go back
stone
to solid.
back, and then I go back to solid. Dang.
Oh, right. He does get the stone back immediately after that, right? He
Yeah.
would have got the
But
stone, then you would have stolen it again, then he would have taken it back from you.
yeah. But I think the good news is, and maybe you already did it, that should get rid of fanaticism.
Fanaticism is gone.
Yay.
So we're good there.
Thank goodness.
1, 2, 3. The Milano has not been spent. Shadow of the Past.
On
I'm
you
just
or
trying to think
me?
if I care about spectrums
Oh,
at this
okay.
point in the game when we're just trying to deal damage.
Yeah.
So this guy is going to deal a damage to each character he controls after he activates, which is only bad if that's a gang up, right?
Sure.
Which I feel like we just saw gang up. Nope. So that's my prediction is, if that's a gang up, then it's a bad move. And then we would also get this meltdown with a crisis on it.
Mhm.
Yeah, I think we just got to play with this and hope we
Yeah.
can get through it. Steve says cancel. We cancel that. How are we going to take the damage from it? He doesn't have fanaticism anymore. I get it. He doesn't have fanaticism anymore.
Right.
And
Yes.
if we put him out, we're kind of putting ourselves on a clock of we need to win on the next turn. If we don't put that out, we might have 2 turns to win.
Yeah.
All right. So Milano, we can't get rid of this thing, but that might just be how life goes.
Yeah.
Cancel it.
Okay.
You stand accused. He's attacking me for +1, but I think I just block with one of these allies, right?
Yeah. Now you can. Yeah.
Or I could just pulsar shield and you could use your armor plating.
We could do that too.
He's hitting me for 6. I'll defend 3. He draws a bunch of boosts. This thing could kill me. I think I'm just being dumb. I think I just block with an ally.
Okay.
Oh, do I have problem solvers in my hand, but we don't need it? I'm just trying to figure out if I get rid of Rocket. Oh, I'm a Guardian. Okay. All right, so he attacks 4-2, and it's the other fanaticism. It's gone. We might have a chance.
Don't jinx it.
All right, he advances. That's not fun. For 5 plus 0.
Okay.
13. And an exhaustion on you.
I'm already. Nope. Now I'm exhausted.
Surges into. You stand accused. You have no blockers.
I could use
You have
Nightcrawler. I could use Drax.
Nightcrawler.
Well, I would like to keep Nightcrawler in play because I don't have any. I used up all
Didn't
my cards.
Drax hit for 3 last turn and go away?
No, armor plating saved him.
Ah.
So yeah, we can use
I
Drax
can
now.
Pulsar Shield, go to 6, block for 3. You can armor plating. It's not terrible, right?
Right. Or we just have Drax take it.
But he's 3 damage.
Yeah, he is 3 damage, but Nightcrawler's 2 damage, but I want to keep Nightcrawler in play because once I do have an energy resource,
Yeah.
he's
Let
my
me.
blocker.
Do you have something? You have something that you can deal 3 damage with? Do you have Shadowcat Surprise or anything?
No. No, I have no cards in my hand. So I could use. Are you saying that to take the stone from him?
Yeah, we can't get the stone back from him then.
Right. Yeah, because I'm exhausted.
I'm
I
gonna
have
have to
no
find a
cards.
way to change forms and attack him, right?
Unfortunately, yeah.
Okay.
Or I just use Nightcrawler and he just goes away, and we keep Drax.
Yeah,
in
but I have
play.
these other blockers. The issue is this threat is going to pop
Right.
if we can't get the threat down.
Yeah.
So I guess I should keep cards, but I feel like if we put damage on, that's better. So now I'm just thinking, do I lose Spider-Man? Do I lose cards because I have resources? I'll try to lose cards. Let's hope he doesn't fly all over the map. All right. So I'll go to Pulsar, heal 1, defend for 3, ready. And then he's going to attack me for +2, which is 8. So I take 5, but the armor plating
Yep.
is only 1. So I go down to 2.
Okay. Ouch.
Yikes. That might have been not the right move when we had blockers. All right. Milano passes to you.
Okay. All right. I don't see any side schemes. And again, we can't touch the main until a hero hits him for 3.
Right.
Okay. And if I have Drax attack him now, then he will go away. But Nightcrawler can at least attack him for 2.
He has retaliate, remember? Oh, we
Okay.
both take a damage from this thing.
Right. Okay, that takes me to 4. But yeah, if he still has retaliate, Nightcrawler's not attacking. That's right, because phase 3's got retaliate. He's just all kinds of nasty. So yeah, unfortunately, my entire turn was played out during the villain phase. Stopping all those attacks. I have no cards in hand.
Well, I will discard and draw. It's a Gamma Blast, but I am stunned. All right, so I can attack to remove my stun, but if I Gamma Blast, I take the retaliate and I die, and I don't see a way of you dealing 28 damage to him.
Probably not. Yeah, she's
I also
not.
die after getting the stone. I think that's it, Eric.
Yeah.
So close.
It was definitely a valid attempt, but again, this last aspect where you can't remove threat while he has the stone.
I mean, I guess technically this is going to 18, but I'm going to die from this rogue vessel.
Right.
So instead of clearing my stun, I'd have to flip down and heal, and if I flip, then this is going to pop. So I got nothing. I just died.
Yeah. And I'm
so much on the board.
Yeah. And even though I'm currently in solid form, I feel like I'm phased, and she's just punching at the air, and her hands are just going through everything, and she can't do a thing.
Yeah, we're limited on ways to deal 3 damage, I guess.
Yeah. Well,
yeah,
again,
it's tricky. Like Steve is saying, well, you got to bring a sidearm, but like then it's another card in your deck that you have to get to, build, and hope you can use. What does a sidearm do? Oh, to avoid. Yeah, but retaliate wasn't our issue. we didn't lose because of retaliate. We lost because we couldn't deal 3 damage to him here.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. The
And then
Voltron
just things like
ally
this rogue
will.
vessel
Yeah.
coming out, and you can never get rid of it. Which that's what I find kind of uninteresting. Is do I take a giant punch from Ronan or do I get rid of this? And you never have an option to get rid of this, which is part of what makes it just kind of it's fine because it's like, well, that's what makes it hard because you don't have good options, but also it just kind of makes it boring because you felt like, well, that card came out and I can't do anything about it.
Yeah.
Hey, that was super close though. We got him down to 35.
Yeah. 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 From 50.
Much more fun than dying on turn 1.
Yes. Which is not uncommon going against Ronan.
Oh, are we going to try this on standard?
We can. I'm trying to think. Do I want to now try Captain America Stunlock?
Oh gosh.
Would I fare any
you
better?
can if you want to.
Yeah.
Where's my other
what
card?
the heck? Yep, I have it all set up. So
okay.
Let me do that. And there were 2 cards.
You want to keep the armor plating then, I assume, for Cap? It's a little better?
Yeah. Yeah. Armor plating. I'll keep the screen. I'm going to keep Drax. This goes away.
Steve is reminding us, don't forget the new rule with the stone. It's like, oh, trust me. You heard us. There was a whole diatribe about deal and take. But yeah, it's so true. I didn't even think about it. Since he can get the stone back so much easier, the only way to keep the stone is to flip down.
Yep.
So you have to steal the stone and flip down, then let threat go up, then remove all the threat, flip back up, let him take it back, and repeat. Yeah, we're going to play on standard now, though, Steve. So he's going to flip over to Cap. We're trying to show this off for people that either haven't tried it or that might be going to Gen Con, because this is the scenario that's going to be played at Gen Con for those of you who might not have been here at the start. Thanks for joining us, everybody. How have you fared against Ronan? Have you tried this one? I'm guessing that a lot of people would feel like this is cheating. Like, Steele's thing is neat, but unless I'm playing this campaign, I would be cheating against Ronan. I find that's kind of the same thing people kind of tell me about, playing Rush, is people feel like it's fine, but it's almost like you don't get to play the game or whatever. I guess not really cheating, but adding these extra cards, people might be like, well, that's not how they design Ronan, so that's not how I should play Ronan. But it's a nice way to bring Ronan down to, a more reasonable level. Bring him down to a Red Skull level or a Zola level, right? Some of these villains that are still hard, but they're not impossible.
Exactly.
But the stone does make it a lot harder.
Yeah. All right. So now with Cap, and with our awesome campaign, I get to start with an identity-specific card in my hand. I was thinking a Super Soldier Serum.
Okay.
Unless, I don't know if you would have a different suggestion.
That seems great.
Yeah, because obviously, there's Shield Block. Heroic Strike is his big card. But he's got, 3 of those in his deck. So they do come out pretty... There's a good chance that I may draw one. So I think I'm going to go for the Super Soldier Serum.
Yeah, that's correct. I agree. I misspoke when I said that. I don't think most people think Rush is cheating. I think they think it's either boring or not fun. Those are the 2 things I hear. It's like, it's boring because you just beat the villain before you get to play all of your fun cards. Like, you just play your events and you skip everything else. Or it's just not fun because it's over and I spent all this time setting up the game and then it's over. So I take that back. I don't think they think it's cheating. I think this is something that people would struggle with because even though somebody says you're allowed to do this, it's not like the official FFG rules. But I think it's just a great way to play him. The same as making Absorbing Man harder, right? I used to kind of make fun of Steve when he would be like, oh, let's have Absorbing Man, but you can't get rid of Super Absorbing Power. But honestly, it's a cool way to just make him do what he does more often.
Yeah.
All right. I'm going to take your Skilled Investigator back.
Yeah. Okay. Fair enough.
What am I missing here? I have the Milano. I have the upgrade. Oh, Honorary Guardian.
Yep.
And did you start with your ally in play?
Drax is in play. Actually, he never left play.
There you go.
Yeah. He's I didn't think about putting any other um, Guardian allies in my deck, but I think I could, but I'm not going to because I've already built my deck and we're going to get going.
Sounds good.
Yep. All right.
This time we have cut the power in play.
Yeah, so now we start phase one. So a little bit easier. But yeah, I think now to get rid of that universal weapon, we'll have to take the 2 damage and take the encounter card.
Now I discard Spider-Man and I draw one way or another. Classic.
There you go. Yeah. Okay, so 1, 2.
Oh yeah, Drax with the gun would be good too. That's
4,
a good point.
5.
But now we don't have to retaliate, so we don't have to deal with it because we're playing standard now, everybody. We just want to. We're not trying to play until we win on expert. It was fun to see if we could get Eric his first expert win, but alas, I failed him.
We're close. You didn't fail. We were close. We got halfway through. So
say it like it is, Eric. I failed you. I failed you.
Not at all. Okay. All right, I'm good to go. And look at that. Now I have both super soldier serums in my hand. And of course, nothing that can.
Ooh, I love this,
him.
Brian. He says this is kind of officially endorsed because FFG published it and they're running it at Gen Con. I'm like, that's true. That makes this a lot more official. All right, sorry, go ahead.
No, I would agree with that.
Well, you should agree with it.
I do.
It's the truth.
And I do.
I am so sweaty. Oh my gosh, people. It's like 87% humidity or something. And then I'm in my attic. But I love it, Eric. I love playing this game. I love streaming this game. I'm here for it.
All right. Who do we want? Do you want to take first player or?
Oh no, it's all you.
Well, do you have a an ally?
An ally?
Hand? Yeah.
I do, but I have a double to play him. So.
Oh, okay.
It's all
gotcha. Because I was going to say, if you went first, you can use my living legend. Okay. Because I don't have an ally to play.
Got it.
Okay.
That's fine. You have a shield and a card. So you have 8 cards in your hand, right?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No. Oh, that's right. I totally forgot to find my shield.
You get your super soldier serum.
I do get my my super soldier serum, and I have a shield. So now I have retaliate.
Oh, hold on, Eric. I am going to interrupt you. I am excited for the player side schemes that let everybody go dig for a card. I can't remember if it's a support or an upgrade or if there's one of each, whatever it is. Because now what I like about that is, yes, it's powerful, but it's a card that lets Ant-Man play Ant-Man. It lets, I don't know if you want to say Thor needs Asgard, which I don't think he does, but it lets Thor be Thor. Like, so you can get those needed cards for those heroes and then kind of play them with those, because that is definitely one of the issues. Is like Cap starts with his shield, but Ant-Man doesn't start with his helmet. If you're trying to get a character to be aerial, you have to hope you draw the card. Now you could use that side scheme to dig it out of the deck. So I think that's great. Yeah, that has been missing from the game. I have said that's something they've needed for a long time.
Totally. Okay, so I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8 with my shield. I am going to pitch a genius to get out a super soldier serum. I will flip up. I will play a fearless determination, which will then let me draw a card. There's a heroic strike. Thank you very much. Let me think. I'm going to use the serum and this to get out my other serum. Okay. Then I'm going to use that serum and this means I won't be able to put my shield into play. But is he tough and all that other stupid stuff? Yeah. Okay. So
yes,
let's do. But he still has the universal weapon.
Correct.
Okay, so I'm going to take 2 damage and give me an encounter card so we can get rid of the universal weapon.
Yeah.
So that takes me, because I was at 12 with honorary, so that takes me down to 10. Okay, so universal weapon is now gone.
I
Not
can
how I
get rid of
wanted
the
to do
top,
it.
and then you could play
Well,
your event if you need to, or you could just
okay.
punch him.
Yeah, because otherwise, then if you could do that, I could thwart for 3. If we want, because I do have the +1.
Yeah, I mean the
Um,
threat's gone because you have a 3 here and I have a 1 here, so we already have the threat
oh
under
yeah, that's
control.
right. Okay. All right. So then fine. I'll do a basic to get rid of his tough. I will pitch these, and I used my second super soldier serum, which is almost like a tongue twister, to do a heroic strike. So that is
Yeah.
6 damage. He is stunned.
And
Then
you get the
we'll,
stone.
yep. And then targeting screen will remove 3 threat.
Yep. And there is
And
the Milano as well. Did you use it?
okay, I'll use the Milano and put my shield out. How about that?
Sounds good.
Okay. And I
All right,
could have
I will.
used. Also, I'm going to use the armor plating when I took that 2 damage from the universal
Oh,
weapon,
nice.
and then I
Perfect.
don't take any damage there. Okay.
Love it.
And then Drax will hit him for 3.
Oh, right.
There we go.
19. It's going
Okay.
fast. I will flip up to.
And yes, Steve, I do agree with you. That is why Drax needs the gun. Yeah, if we can get it out on him, he'll then just hit that much harder.
I will flip up to Gamma Form, deal a damage. I will swing for 3. I'm going to play one way or another. But what am I going to get?
One
Do I get this
way or
grenade?
another.
This one has 7 on it. I'll get the pincer maneuver. We can get rid of that in 2 turns if we don't get it now.
Okay.
The universal weapon says take 2 damage. Well, we're just playing the other way. I'm not looking it up, so we may have played that wrong. We'll
Well,
survive.
armor plating is when an identity would take any amount of damage.
Oh, right.
Exhaust armor
But it
plating
works either way.
and prevent it. So
Yeah.
we're using their wording against them.
I'll play arrows. I'll use my thrusters to clear those. I will play a skilled investigator. I will photon speed to clear 4 off of this. I'll use arrows to clear it.
But to disguise to his point, right? In order to get rid of this before the arrow, you have to take 2 damage
Ah, okay, gotcha. That's what he's saying.
and deal
Yep.
yourself. Yeah. So I
We
have
won't be
to
able to
take
do
it.
it.
Right. So all right. So fine. I'll play by their rules. I won't use targeting screen, and I'm down to 10 health.
So I will use it when Gamora attacks, so she doesn't take the damage.
Fair enough.
Oh, is it only identity? Oh, we can't use it on allies. Allies are not identities, right?
When that's right. Oh, so last game when I was using it on Drax, that was a boo boo.
All right, speed of light will change me. It just doesn't even matter because I'm full. So I'll go to Pulsar, draw a card. And then I will speed of light to Gamma, deal a damage. And then draw a card, not a double. That's my Overwatch. And then 1, 2, 3, 4 will play the mansion, and I will draw a card. Do you need to draw for any reason?
No.
Rocket. All right, we're good.
Okay. Sweet.
Yeah, no, I see what you're saying, Deskcry. That was a good catch. It's sometimes hard when you're reading the chat. You're like, oh no, it's fine. We'll do what we're doing. But yeah, that one definitely makes a difference. If it says you must take 2 damage,
Right.
we cannot prevent it.
Yeah, Marvel Champions heretics. Yeah.
That stuff's gotten a little hectic, but I mean it's fine. It's just what makes the game kind of complicated now, which is good and bad, right? You want the game to grow, and that's going to add complexity, but you also want it to kind of be understandable so people can jump in.
Yeah.
4th threat on the main. You're readied up?
I am, and I do have a never back down in my hand because he's coming after me
Well,
first. Yes.
now he's stunned.
Oh, that's right. I
He's
did stun
stunned.
him. Right. Okay then.
All right, then he will attack me. So, I mean, I guess if you want to never back down, you can.
And then that would then just stun him for next turn, which we
Right.
could.
I mean, I have a pulsar shield and I could take a hit instead.
So,
But it
yeah.
might make sense to get a stun in on him because you can just ready by discarding a card, right?
Well, I'm going to be able to stun him next turn regardless because I have another heroic strike. And since we
Okay.
can't stun
Yeah,
him
I mean, the other thing is if you stun him now, then you cancel one of the counter cards.
That's true. Yeah.
And I can let you draw a card to get an extra resource and give
Okay.
you the Milano.
Sure. All right. Okay. So I exhaust. I'm going to use one of my super soldier serums to play Never Back Down. So I'm defending for 2, 3, 4, 5.
+1. So he takes no damage here and retaliate, right?
I've got retaliate.
Oh, shoot. Did we mess that up, though?
What's that?
Is he going to steal the stone from you? No,
if
because we
he's
subtract your defense. We subtract your defense. He's not dealing you any damage.
Oh, okay.
It was when you were tough and when you were what's her name? Yeah, you're good.
Okay.
Okay, and you're gonna get 3 encounter cards this turn, so have fun.
Yay.
First one is a master plan.
So
Doomsday Chair.
Okay.
And that will give you MODOK. All right, next one is a pincer maneuver. And the last one is an advance. I think we just let him advance. I'll try to get rid of the threat. 2 + 2 is 4. This goes to 5 out of 14. And my card is a Kree Physiology. He's tough, and it surges into You Stand Accused. I'll just block with arrows. Or I can use my pulsar shield. I'll block with arrows. Oh no, he's stunned. We did it.
There you go.
All right, Milano passes to me. There's 8 on this one. There's 7 on this one. That's what's so crazy. There's just so much threat with 2 people.
Yeah.
All right, I have a photon speed. I'm in gamma. MODOK is there. Can I get rid of threat with this? I can. All right, so my pulsar shield will play my def focus. Then my def focus and my energy duplication will play photon speed. Photon speed will change me to photon form. I'll remove a threat off the main. And then I'll remove 4 threat here. Which actually brings this one down to 3. Then I will all right, I'll use the hyper thrusters to remove 1 from each of these and 2 from the main. Eros will clear pincer maneuver. And I draw a card. You can draw a card with Avengers Mansion.
Cool. Thank you.
I will discard a card off the top of my deck. I'll lay down the law to draw a Gamma Blast. So I could take out MODOK. But I should probably deal with threat. Okay, is Rocket better? Use the Milano to clear 3 off of this. Gamora will punch his Tough off. And then get me another Gamma Blast. Boy, is it just begging me to play Gamma Blast? Or, maybe I'll hold it. I'm just trying to decide between holding Rocket and holding the other one. So I will use Gamma Blast and Rocket to play my Heroic Intuition so I can thwart for 4. I guess I bring this one down to 3. Because you have this. And that is it for me. Woo, these are long terms. Yeah, it's fine though.
Yeah. Okay.
All you.
All right. All right. And I am exhausted. And all right, you did get rid of his Tough. Cool.
Yep.
Okay. So let me use my other serum, and I'm going to pitch a strength to play a heroic strike. 6 damage, and he's stunned again.
Down to 5.
We can have Drax hit him for another 3.
Down to 2.
The targeting screen will remove 2 threat.
Yeah, we'll just clear the main.
Okay. And then okay, I do have an energy. I'm gonna lose a preemptive strike to put out a Quinn carrier, which I have nothing to use it on. Because I can't use a resource, because this does say you have to discard a card from your hand. So I think that then completes my turn.
Well, we did play on Expert the first time, Steve, and we're on Standard now. We were doing really well, actually, on Expert, and it was just the tough flip and all the stuff that came out, and then not being able to clear. We just couldn't deal 3 damage, and the threat just piled up on that main. So we didn't prepare for that. Was the issue?
1, 2, 3, 4.
That is definitely something kind of like Ultron Stage 3. You have to prepare for. Like, we should have just left them at 1 until we built up and said, okay, I can deal 50 damage.
Mm-hmm.
All right. 5 threat goes on the main. But thank you for saying it seems like we're doing better.
Yeah, thank you.
Still appreciate it. All right. 5 threat goes on the main. He doesn't attack me. And he's going to attack you with double boosts.
Double boosts. So
I can block with Pulsar Shield. I can block with Gamora if you don't have another plan.
Yeah. Otherwise, I could block with Drax, because the most, if I block, because I could play another Never Back Down. But so then the whole thing is you want to be able to stun him, because I would then be blocking for 2, 3, 4, 5.
If he hits you for 8, which would be 2 triple boosts, he would take the stone, but you would do the armor plating. Oh, you'd still lose it. So as long as his 2 boosts don't add to 6, you're okay.
Right. Yeah, that is, because that I could use the armor plating to prevent. Do I have the Milano?
He could still take the stone.
No. Yeah, he can still take the stone. I can prevent only 1 of the damage. And then he would then be stunned for next turn.
But it's hard to say whether he'll draw, because he could draw boosts that say draw more boosts, but hopefully not.
Yeah.
You going for it?
Yeah, we'll swing for the fences. So why not?
First one's a singleton, and next one's a doubleton. So he hits you for 5.
Okay. So I'm blocking again for 2, 3, 4, 5. I do have retaliate. I take no damage. I don't even have to use the armor plating, and he's stunned.
And then MODOK hits you for 2.
He does. Then
he gets a retaliate.
Now I will use the armor plating.
Oh, there you go.
And then so I take no damage, and then MODOK still takes my retaliate with a shield in the face.
Nice.
Okay.
All right, I'm getting an assault. I mean, I can use the Milano, but I think I could just use my pulsar shield. So I will change forms, defend for 3, and ready. Oh no, he's stunned. I keep doing this. You keep stunning him, and I keep forgetting. So that goes away. And then blindside. I will. What form was I in? Was I in photon? Well, I'm gonna stun you.
Okay.
And your card is special delivery. He's going to attack you with +1. I can block the Milano. Could cancel it if you want. I'll just cancel it. I'm just going to cancel it with the Milano. Done.
Yeah, that's fine.
Your turn.
Thanks. Okay. All right. Let's see how this goes. I'm going to use 1, 2 serums. I'm going to use these 2 to bring out Mr. Nicholas J. Fury.
And let me know if you need to draw a card to ready and remove your stun or anything like that.
Yes, because the 3 cards that I'm playing, I'm also then going to use those to play who I hope is going to be our MVP of the game. Will be Black Widow, because I will be pairing her with the Quinn Carrier.
Nice.
To
cancel
hopefully, yep. And then if I can use your card draw.
Yep, you got it.
So use that. Oh, it's Steve's apartment. Or I hang on to it and I just stay exhausted and stunned. It'll come back around. So I'm going to pitch that to ready, and then I will do a basic to get rid of my stunned. We can have Nick take 2. I'll have him thwart for. Well, hold on. Do I have the Milano on me?
Yeah.
Okay, so the targeting screen will clear off that side scheme for 3.
I'll draw
and then
a card.
Nick, yeah. Oh, do I have a? No.
No.
Let's you. Let's
that
you draw a
game.
card. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay. And then, yeah, I was gonna say, yeah, Nick could just remove 2 off the main, unless we wanted him to punch for 2.
Yeah, let's flip him.
Okay.
I got the threat removal, so.
Okay, right on. So
we'll
he'll
flip
punch for
him.
2.
He's tough. He goes to 36, and we add cut the power. I cut the power.
Okay. Lastly, if I put any damage on her, I could have Black Widow knock off his tough, and then Drax punch him for 3.
You're not invited in my apartment, says Steve.
Right.
My little thing said battery low, and I missed what you said. What did you say?
Oh, if I want to put 1 damage on Black Widow, I could have her knock off his tough, and then Drax can punch him for 3.
Sure.
Okay, we'll do that.
33.
So, knock off the tough, and then Drax has 1 HP remaining. And that's my turn.
Okay. I will. Oh, I should be in Pulsar. No, I never ended up blocking. I will use my hyper thrusters to clear 1 off of this. I will punch with Gamora for 2. She's gone, but she gets me an event, which will be a Gamma Blast. I will use. How am I going to do this? I will thwart for 4 with Spectrum. Bring that down to 1, which means I actually should have had what's her name clear it. Would have been the smarter move, but we'll survive it. I will change to Gamma form. I will deal 1 damage. Do you want me to deal with MODOK or just take Ronan out? Probably just take Ronan out at this point.
Yeah, take Ronan out, because armor plating will handle all the. Yeah, well, I'm just gonna hang on to armor plating for MODOK.
Oh darn it! I can't do that. Oh well. I'll use a Passion of Justice for a Lay Down the Law for 5 to get rid of this one card. And then I will use 1, 2, and a Death Focus to play a Gamma Blast, and I will deal 7, so he's down to 23.
Okay.
And then I will use Energy Duplication and Gamma Blast to play a Sense of Justice.
There you go.
All right. This is so easy.
Don't
That's
jinx
what I
it.
want to say.
Don't jinx it.
A whole
Okay.
week not playing Champions and hanging out with your family. All right, these problem solvers are not coming in handy. Okay, he's going to add 4 threat to the main. He's going to get messy with that Power Stone again. I believe he's attacking you for 3 with double boost.
He is attacking Nicholas J. Fury.
Oh, there you go. Hey, there's a fanaticism.
Good.
So he's going to attack him for 6.
And is that also caught off guard?
Yes.
Yes, nice. My least favorite card.
MODOK attacks you for 2.
Armor plating.
And MODOK takes 1.
Yep.
All right.
How
is
many is on MODOK
me.
now? 2? 2 or 3? Yeah.
2.
Yep. Okay.
I'm just going to take the hit. I'm at 12.
Okay.
3 plus 2, there's Shadows.
Nice. That's another way to get rid of it.
7. And then we got our cards. Your first card is a Single-Minded Fury. So he's attacking you with double boost. Hold on. Yeah.
I'm going to use Durax for this one.
Okay. Gets an additional card. There's yours. So plus 5. He hits Drax for 8.
Okay. And he goes down with a grin.
Doomsday Chair. Does anything happen if he's already in play? Nope.
Does it surge? No.
And he gets his universal weapon back.
Of course he does. All right. So now he's stalwart, right?
Yep.
All right.
All right. I do not have damage in me.
I do.
So what can I do? I can do it one way or another. I don't know what I can pull out. That looks like all the side schemes.
Oh,
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Do we want when the universal weapon came out? We've got Black Widow. So do we want to use her or no? Because it just says.
If you're not going to stun him, I don't think it matters.
Okay.
Is it when you reveal a card from the deck?
When a card is revealed from the encounter deck, exhaust her, spend a mental, cancel the effects of that card, and discard it. Then reveal another card from the encounter deck.
Okay. I'm fine with it. If you're not going to stun him, it's +1. I think we'll be fine.
Okay. But no, I am going to stun him. But
well, then you can cancel it.
Well, I can still get rid of it by just taking 2 damage, and which I'm fine with. And then another encounter card. But yeah. Okay,
right,
so we'll just
leave
leave her.
Leave off the top to draw a yaw and roll. That won't be terrible. So I'm going to use the Milano to clear 3. Yeah. Do we want to clear threat? I don't think it matters. I will thwart for 2 and then play yaw and roll.
Cool.
For 3 more to get rid of 5. Just bring the main down, I think is all that matters.
Okay.
And then I have a card draw for either of us. I don't desperately need it. So I might as well give it to you if you have damage. I'm holding 3 cards.
Okay.
That would be the only reason I would draw something to see what
unless
I can play.
if you take the card draw, because I've got both of my serums in the Queen Carrier to help me play my cards.
Oh, there we go. So it's blue marble. So my energy duplication, my problem solvers, and I'll use my double, hold my one. Actually, I don't have to hold one way or another. I'll hold my double, play Blue Marvel, and he can punch for 21. Excuse me.
21. There we go. Nice.
And now I block her. All you.
Cool. All right. Let's do my hero action. I will take 2 damage. Give me a face down encounter card and remove the universal weapon, please.
Yeah.
Okay. Then let's use both of my serums and the Quinn Carrier heroic strike. That is 6 damage.
15.
And he's stunned. Then I could. We said threat is not an issue right now. So
yeah, I used your targeting string quick because there was only one target, so I did it for you.
Okay. Yep. So we did that. Okay. Here, I'll just do this. I'm going to do this. Bring out an unflappable. Let me punch him for 2.
Hey, Canadian Mustache. 3 of the Power Stone.
Oh, okay, cool. All right, so punch him for 3. I'm gonna discard this. I can do this all day. Ready, and then I'll punch him for another 3.
He's down to 9.
Okay. All right, let's just get through this next turn.
All right. I get an extra encounter card. I got Rocket. I got 1 damage.
5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's it. I only get 5 cards. Okay.
Okay. He is attacking me, but he's stunned. But first I have to put 5 threat on the main. Yeah, it's the other part with Ronan, right? This goes up by 2. Like, they just do so many things to put you on. But, I mean, it's good to have something that's really hard, especially now that there's so many scenarios. I just avoid it if I don't want something hard, right?
Yep.
He's attacking you. I can block with Blue Marvel if you don't have another option.
No need. Captain America has a shield.
Nice.
So shield block. So I will exhaust my shield. So I guess let's just do that for.
Not till you take damage, though, right?
When you would take any amount of damage.
So he's attacking you for 6.
Okay. So, yep, I'm now exhausting my shield, preventing all of that damage. That will also trigger my retaliate, and that will trigger unflappable. So I'll draw a card. Okay. And yep, that's that.
Canadian Mustache, we were really close on Expert Ronan. We flipped him and got him down to 35 of 50 health, and then the threat just got away from us, specifically because the stone with the new deal damage rules is really hard to keep from him. So you kind of have to stay on stage 1 or just be ready to deal 50 damage when you flip him.
Yeah.
So that was kind of one of our issues there. Also, if you remember, I could have thwarted or healed, and I didn't thwart. That would have prevented all that chaos, so we had a shot. Now we're playing him on standard, and knock on wood, he's dead after this villain turn.
Yeah. And the other thing that really hurt us too is he advanced to the second main scheme, take what is mine. And as he kept on hanging on to the stone, we couldn't remove any threat from the main.
Fanaticism
so
is
pop anyway.
Black Widow.
Yep. So Quinn Carrier, exhaust Black Widow.
Okay. Next card is an assault, so he's going to attack me, and Blue Marvel will take the hit. 3 + 2, he's out.
Okay.
My next card is Rogue Vessel, which will surge. You stand accused. I will cancel it. Actually, with this one. And my last card is a biomedical upgrade. Surges into an under fire.
Oh, gosh.
It's a little too much.
Oh,
under fire shouldn't be in there.
That's right.
Standard.
That's right. It shouldn't be in there.
But I'll still have to take a card.
Yeah.
My bad. Assault. Oh, my goodness. Gonna hit me for 4, so I guess I just defend. He hits me for 6. I defend 1, so I take 5. I'm at 2. Oh, that Rogue Vessel almost killed me.
Do you want to use armor plating and prevent 2 of that?
Sure.
Okay.
I think I forgot to have Modoc attack you for 2.
Oh.
He probably would have used the armor plating, so
Yeah.
then it's a wash. He
Yeah.
goes to
Okay.
3, and we don't have to worry about that. Sorry.
Okay. Okay.
All right, your cards are Single-Minded Fury, which will surge into You Stand Accused. He's attacking you again.
All right. I'm at 8. Is he just using 1 boost?
Yep.
Okay. So I think I will defend. So I'm defending for 3.
Okay. He's hitting you for 4 plus 3 is 7.
Okay. So I take 4. So and then retaliate 1 back.
Oh, he hits you for +1, so it's 8 because the card said attacks you for +1.
Okay. So I'm down to 3.
Last card is Advance. He will scheme for 3 plus 1 is 4, and then we each have to take 1 damage from the rogue vessel.
Okay. So I'm down to 2.
Milano is exhausted, passes to you. He has 7 health. I have 1 damage.
Okay. So let's see
I
how
also have a
we
card draw.
can do this. Unless you think you can use it, let me take the card draw, and hopefully I will draw.
Hold on.
Okay. Go ahead.
First, I'm going to call for an action.
Yep.
I am going to use Death Focus and Energy Duplication to play Photon Speed, bring the Doomsday Chair down to 1, and then use the Hyper Thrusters to clear 1 off of each of these. Clear Doomsday Chair, and we both trigger a Skilled Investigator.
Sweet. Okay. Yeah, it's a hard to ignore. That doesn't really help.
So yeah, I still just have the 3 to play Rocket, so you got to
Okay.
figure out what your damage is.
Yeah. Do you still have another card draw?
I
From
do.
your. You want to? If I hopefully can draw an attack card.
You
which would
have
be
attack
good.
cards in your deck.
Well, I do. Yeah. Well, his cards are.
Are they not in your discard pile?
Heroic Strike. I've got 1. How many of those are in my discard pile? Yeah, because I don't think I've decked out yet. There's 2. All 3 of them are in my discard pile.
Do you have anything else that attacks?
I do.
Powerful Punch. But you can't
Yeah.
play it.
No. Because otherwise I'd be hitting him for 4 this turn. Without an additional card draw.
Okay. Because I have 3 Gamma Blasts in my deck, but my deck is full.
Okay. Well, then
so I could draw for a Gamma Blast, but if there's something you could draw for,
well,
or you could take your turn and see where you're at.
Right. Yeah.
I mean, my odds are extremely low, but it's something I could draw.
Right. Yeah, because I have 1, 2, 3 cards remaining. I haven't seen Iron Fist come out yet, so he is one of those 3 cards. So now there's a
3 damage.
There's a 33% chance of getting Iron Fist.
Oh, because you only have 3 cards left.
Yep.
Can you play him and still deal your 4 damage?
Yes.
Okay, draw.
Okay. And it is Iron Fist. I'm not even looking at what my other 2 cards are because, well, again, there's a 33% chance there. Okay. So, all right. Power Protection. This and this will bring out Iron Fist. He gets 2 Mystic counters. Okay, so he's going to attack for 2.
Yeah.
We're going to use a Mystic counter, stun him, and deal 1 damage.
Yeah.
Okay. Then I will do this and this to bring out Starhawk. Starhawk will punch for 2.
Okay.
Okay. Then I will pitch this to ready.
Hey.
I'm going to use a Fearless Determination to then let me draw another card. Indomitable doesn't really help. Do I have the stone on me or no? I don't.
Nope.
Right? Okay. So then I just do a basic punch for 2.
He's dead.
And he's dead. There we go.
Nice.
Yeah.
And I bring Rocket in to punch for 1.
There we go.
He'll hit
Perfect.
MODOK for 4.
Right. Yes. And an exhausted
Nice.
Black Widow just waves from the sidelines.
Well, she got rid of fanaticism. That was
She
key.
did. She did.
Whew.
So
Look at how
we
hard
got
he
her
hits
out.
on standard.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's just
It's
crazy. Like that's the thing with all the Galaxy's Most Wanted is they just get out of control so fast.
yeah. So all right. So here's a question, and whoever's listening in, you guys can chime in. So one of the reasons why Brant and I played this is we're both going to Gen Con next week. But more specifically, I requested it because I am doing the Awesome Campaign event at Gen Con. So we are going up against Ronan Standard and trying to figure out which deck I think would be best. I was thinking Protection might help me. And my choices really were the Captain America Stun Lock, or Shadow Cat, which for those who've been watching this whole time, that was what Drunken Master. And I'm thinking I had a little bit more control with Cap. Granted, bringing out both serums and the Quinn Carrier early certainly helped. So I'm trying to think what Brant, what is your thoughts, Steve? If you're still watching, Canadian Mustache, what would you guys
I
suggest?
mean, I like Shadowcat because she's newer. Like I haven't had as many plays as I've had with Cap.
Sure.
So that's part of my reasoning. I'm just trying to think in multiplayer. They both have a 3-cost 6 damage card. Hers removes, like, it was great that you could get rid of his thing on turn 1.
With
So
her,
she had nice control there. You're basically blocking for yourself. Like it's trickier to block for other people.
Right. Yeah, in a 2-player, it'd be a lot easier, but I have a feeling at the event, and I know I'm playing with Brombe, and we could end up in a 4-player game. So then
Right.
I'm stunning Ronan for other people.
Yeah.
So
Which
Kitty might be the better hero. Although I do have these pretty sleeves to go with Cap. So
well, you know my packing thing, right? Is like you take a picture of both decks and then you
right,
include all the cards. And then you could just build one or the
right.
other within
Yeah,
5 minutes sitting there.
yeah. Well, I have both decks already built, and
Okay. Yeah, bring them both.
and I'm gonna bring them both. I also have I forget what it is. So buddy of mine turned me on to this amazing case, which is meant for cards. I got this thing off Amazon. It was like $13 or $15, and it is the best way to travel now with Marvel Champions.
Nice.
Yeah, this holds a whole lot of things. All my tokens in here. The only thing it can't hold is the villain dial, so I just use a hero dial instead.
I bring this box
Yep.
conveniently labeled Brandt. And then I bring this box,
Yep.
which is each day when I decide what I want to put in my backpack, I put it in this box.
There you go. Downsize.
So I bring more heroes to the hotel room, and then each day I just put whatever number, and then whatever I play, villains. So I might bring 6 to 8 heroes in here, plus the aspect cards, the tokens, and maybe 4 villains. And then I'll bring 2 villains and 2 heroes or 3 heroes, whatever, in here each day, the tokens. Then whatever I play, I empty out and I cycle something new. And this is all that's in my backpack. So when I'm walking around, I'm only dealing with a box this big.
That makes sense. Yeah. So I'm planning on I'm going to bring both of these. So there's my protection. For aggression, I've got a Wolverine built, and that rocket that we were playing with the other day against Ultron.
Yeah.
I've got a Spider SPDR Justice deck.
Yeah.
And then leadership, I've got my Ironheart, that Beast of Burden, where you keep rapid responding beast to then use her resources.
Yeah.
So anyway, so I think those are the hero decks that I'm planning on bringing. And
I know what I'm bringing. I am bringing Captain Marvel free candy.
Yes, that's
right. That
right.
is absolutely the deck, and I will probably just play that deck over and over and over again, and just hand out the candy. Yeah. But I'm also going to bring Rogue, Ironheart, and Groot, so that I can find somebody who will team up Rogan Groot or Rogan Ironheart with me.
Well, then, and if you play Rogue, that is also when I want to play Ironheart. Yeah, because because we haven't played a game in person since last year's Con of Heroes. No,
Right.
actually, New York, back in
Oh,
November.
right. Yeah, I didn't play
Yeah.
with you at Gen Con.
Yeah, we didn't play Gen Con last year, but Brandt and I were able to meet up when I flew out to New York last November.
Yeah.
So it's been a while though. So yeah, hopefully we'll get in a game at this Gen Con. That would be
Agreed.
cool.
I'm
Yes.
so busy, so I'm
Yeah.
hoping it's all going to work out.
Well, yeah, because you're working for, is it Cephalofair
Yep.
this year? Yeah, and then you're probably going to get roped into helping out FFG if you show your face over there.
Yep.
So,
And I'm giving away a Dice Tower Award on Thursday night.
well, nice. Okay.
That ceremony's at 7.
Okay.
And then I have a friend, like a neighbor, like 3 streets over that I've known for a while, and he's going for business in Indianapolis. So on Saturday, he's coming to Gen Con. So I need to make sure that I hang out with him Saturday afternoon, evening, because that's the one day he's there.
Yeah, fair enough.
And then we're driving through the night Sunday, so the earlier I can leave on Sunday, the better. Like if I could leave,
Right. Yeah.
I have to work Cephalo Fair, and then whenever they'll let me out, I'm gonna have to basically just pack and get in my car and go, so that maybe I can get home at like 2 or 3 in the morning and not drive straight through the night. Is my hope, because I feel like I could drive to 1 or 2 knowing like, hey, I'm in Pennsylvania, I'm in New York, I'm in Connecticut, I'm almost home, But if it's 1 in the morning and I'm in Ohio or Western PA, it's gonna feel so long. So
yeah. What is the total drive? How
it's
long?
12 and a half without stops.
Okay. Gotcha.
So it's about 14 with stops.
Yeah. Okay.
But
so
we can usually get away with stopping twice. Like if my plan will be to fill up, like we'll fill up twice on the way, and then we're staying, like I kind of showed you, we're staying outside the city.
Right.
And on Wednesday morning, when we drive into the city and then we stay like right near the convention center, I'm going to fill my gas tank on Tuesday. So when we leave on Sunday, my gas tank is full. And then I can stop twice on the way home, and I'll get home with basically an empty tank, and then I'll worry about filling it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that should cut out a stop on each side.
So I would suggest, because I've done many, many long road trips, and I know there's 2 of you, so obviously you guys have, I'm sure, much to talk about. Just get a really good book on, tape, CD, whatever.
Yeah.
And I once drove a 14-hour drive from Austin to Phoenix, and I listened to Mario Puzo's The Godfather.
There you go.
And done by a cast of characters, unabridged, which is such a phenomenal book. If you love the movies, I highly recommend the book. So something like that, or Ready Player One, which is just always fun to listen to. But yeah, so
what I usually do is save the Gen Con preview podcasts.
Well, there you go. Yeah.
So we'll listen to Secret Cabal. We'll listen to whatever they had, like Dice Tower used to have one, or who else did one? Like, a bunch of people, All Stars. I can't think of their name all of a sudden. And Geek All Stars. Like, there's a bunch of them, and I'll listen to a bunch of those on the way and go through the games. Yeah. But usually I've combed through a lot of the games, so it's a lot of me talking to Larry about like what games are there, what booths, where we'll see them, and then he'll kind of be interested. But Larry's much more of a like, I see the game and then I want to purchase it than, oh, I know the designer, the publisher, I've heard of that, I want to get it. He's more like, when I walk up to the booth, if I see the game and it looks good, then I'm interested in it.
Yeah. Yeah. So I totally get that.
A little different from me, where I already have my list and I'll just boom. But that works well for me when I'm working. But come to Cephalo Fair, say hi to me, go to the FFG events. I'm working basically 10 to 2, except Thursday afternoon. I'm working 2 to 6. So after 2 o'clock, I'll probably be by the FFG stuff. Before 2 o'clock, I'll be at the Cephalo Fair booth. And I really should know the number, but they're always in the 6, 7, 800s. So they're somewhere on that low end. That's where people can find me. But yeah, I'll probably be around Fantasy Flight unless I get roped in with Larry, but Larry's meeting up with another friend that we're staying with, and I imagine during the day I won't even ever see him. It's a very funny thing. We just go in different directions, and then we meet up to play games at night, and then we walk back to our hotel together.
Yeah, I end up going with At one point it was up to a dozen, although now we're down to, this year is going to be like 6 or 7 guys. And we all go our separate ways during the day, and then we meet up at night. We either do the hot games room or we do the library on the football field, and we just play a bunch
Hmm.
of games. So we're doing that
Right.
Friday and Saturday nights. And this is my first year. I'm not working for anyone. Normally, I've been working for Stonemeyer and Maple Source, so running, games, scythe and viticulture and whatever else for them. And I decided to take the year off. And so
Yeah.
I am doing tons of events, which I'm very
Awesome.
stoked about. I'm doing 4 or
This one.
5 FFGs. Yeah. So I'm doing this. I'm doing the Next Evolution twice. I'm doing Marvel Dagger, Star Wars Unlimited, Lost Ruins of Arnak, the new campaign expansion, uh,
Nice.
Dune Imperium with both expansions for that. I'm doing a Star Wars RPG. Um, and then I've got the hot games room and the football field, and then wandering the halls and trying other things. Yeah, I want to try to demo a couple different things because I've been watching Dice Towers, their review, where they went on Board Game Geek and just went through the whole list. And they all just talked about their thoughts on those different games. So I've got at least half a dozen games I still want to try to
Well,
check out.
I will highly plug Roy Candiday's game, Last Light. I have played it
Cool.
several times. It's fabulous. It will be there. It will be hard to get. So if you can't get it at Gen Con or you're listening, Last Light is an absolutely fabulous game. If you don't know Roy, he's a fantastic person who works for the Dice Tower, and he's their biggest Marvel Champions fan.
Oh, yeah.
Although Z Garcia is a huge Marvel Champions fan as well. So people don't realize that he really likes the game a lot too when I've been able to work with them. But yeah, Roy, I'm not super close to Roy in terms I don't see him often, but I remember seeing the prototype of his game before he was even bringing it to publishers at Gen Con 2017. So it's
Oh,
a
wow.
6-year road for him where he
Wow.
finally
Okay.
had a version of the game and then it's gotten published. So I'm so excited for him. I can't wait to literally just go give him a big hug of like,
Awesome.
wow, I'm so excited. So check out Last Light if you haven't seen it. It's a 2 to 8 player 4X game that
Oh,
plays in
wow.
1 to 2 hours.
Oh,
And it
neat.
really plays
Okay.
in 1 to 2 hours. It's not one of those games that says it plays in 1 to 2 hours. And what makes it really cool is you have like your planet. So there'll be like the 4 or 8 planets around the board. You move into like, there's like rings. And when you move into the ring at the end of the round, the planets rotate. So my ships are going to move around the board. And that's what makes me interact with the players on the other side of the table.
Interesting.
Because the rings, one ring rotates this way and one ring rotates
Yeah.
this way. And so
Huh.
as you move through, your ships are rotating with the planets and you start interacting with the players that aren't directly adjacent to you.
Hmm.
It's awesome.
Interesting. I'll
It's such
definitely
a
have to
great
check
game.
that. Yeah.
It's quite a big production. It probably has a larger price tag, but it is absolutely worth it. I would think for things like where you're meeting up with game groups and going away for COVID Con, Corona Con, and all that, like it's
Yep.
perfect for that stuff. So good.
Very,
For that.
very
So,
cool. Okay. Awesome.
other than that, yeah, I'll be at the Cephalo Fair booth. I think I'm GMing the RPG,
Okay.
which
Fun.
doesn't bother me. They're like, I'm like, nope, I don't do that at all. But I am an improviser, and it doesn't bother me to do something like
Yeah.
that, even if it's not my main thing. And then I just got my cards in. I think I sent you a picture of those, right? The Right Brain Roller cards. So
Yes. Yeah.
I will go around, not booth to booth, but to a lot of booths I know because a lot of them know me from Portal Game Podcast or Step into the Portal, and I'll hand those cards and say, can you please add us to your media list, your content creator list, and I'm interested in this game and not as much this game. And some companies will say, would you like a copy now? Some will say, would you like to pick one up on Sunday? Some will say, you'll send you some, and some will say, have a great day. Which doesn't bother me as long as I get the face-to-face conversation
Yes.
and
Pretty much.
everyone's
Pretty
pleasant
much.
and I have no expectations. But the more things I get, the more I can cover on this channel, and Eric and I can cover on Right Brain Roller. So it helps. I
Yeah.
still purchase games, and I will also have The Witcher with me. I will play The Witcher with no more than 3 players. But if people want to try it out, Brian, if you know Brian, sorry, people know Brian. He plays with us.
Yep.
I never would have checked that game out without Brian's passion for that game, and it is fantastic. It is one of my favorite games of the year. So I bought a copy.
Yeah. Passion is putting it lightly, actually. But yeah.
It's real good, but I definitely would not teach new players and go above 3.
Yeah.
It's going to be an hour per player when you're teaching it, maybe slightly more depending on how slow people are. And So I could see 4 players who know it going quicker, but I would just stick to 2 and 3 players for it.
Yeah, that's what I've heard.
Yeah.
I witnessed a 5-player game at that CoronaCon that I do with a bunch of buddies, and it was I don't know, slog. I don't know what's the right word, but yeah, it took them hours to get through that game. They enjoyed
Yeah.
it. They said it was a great game, but all of them said they would never do it again at 5.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think I would do it at Gen Con because I wouldn't want to be locked in. So,
Yeah.
but it's there. And actually, I'll plug. So, like a lot of One Stop Co-op Shop is going to be there, and Mike and Peter have a game called Fang and Flame that's going to go to Kickstarter, and they're showing that off. And
Oh,
basically, if you
nice.
can contact them, go to their Discord. If you see Peter playing with Terrence on Friday nights, they play Marvel Champions as well. And I got a chance to play actually The Witcher with Mike at Level Up Retreat,
Well, awesome.
and so their game will be there. So if people want to check it out, you can find them, and they're just kind of demoing at a table, so you can check out their cooperative game, Fang and Flame. So I'm sure they would love eyeballs on the game.
Very cool. Definitely will check that. Yeah, there's a couple things I certainly have my eye on. I think one that I'm probably most excited to buy might be that Lost Ruins of Arnak expansion.
Yep.
Yeah, very,
Yeah, that's
very
up there
excited
for
for
me.
that. Yeah. Yeah, I was hoping that the Arc Nova expansion would be ready, which I don't think it's going to be.
Nope.
It
They're
might be an
demoing it,
SN. Yeah, yeah, I heard that they are demoing it.
and they're taking pre-orders for it.
Okay. Yeah, so it can definitely do that. Fingers crossed that Next Evolution might be available for purchase, but we don't know. But we'll find out next Thursday.
My number one is Age of Innovation, which is the
Yeah.
more complex version of Terra Mystica. So there's Terra Mystica and Gaia Project, which basically are side by side. I like Gaia Project better, but they're basically the same level of complexity. Then Terra Nova is the easier version, and now Age of Innovation is the more complex version of Terra Mystica. And it's not always that I want a game to be more complex, but I'm happy to have Gaia Project and Terra Mystica be more complex if they nail it. If they nail it,
Yeah.
it'll be great. If they don't, and it's just complexity for complexity's sake, then I would go back to playing the other one or two.
Yeah.
But that's the one I'm going to pick up probably first thing if I can.
Yeah. Awesome. Yeah. I pre-ordered a couple things. At Pandasaurus, Bruno Cathala has a very small box game called Sea Salt and Paper.
Okay.
It's basically it's a card game and with beautiful, amazing art, which is
Yeah.
it's like pictures of
Photos
origami.
of origami.
Yep.
Yeah, I've seen that one.
So I pre-ordered that. It was like $15. Oink Games has a really neat, also small box game, Tiger and Dragon,
Hmm.
that a buddy of mine who works for Oink highly recommends, and I know
Okay.
that's been on a lot of people's watch list as well. So I'm hoping to pick that up too. And then we'll see. We'll see what else we can find.
Cool. Well, I'm going to get out of this sweat
Yeah.
hole attic. I am dying. I love the conversation. I
Yes.
don't know when I will be back. So this weekend, our goddaughter's coming over, so my focus is going to be there. If I can come up here a night and play some champions or play something else, I want to do the Beyond the Sun game. I'll sneak something in, but I can't guarantee. Then I'm in Gen Con for the week. Then I come home and I go to Maine with my family for vacation.
Wow.
Then I will be back, but I will announce that when I get back, I'm going to start a new show called Step into the Helicarrier, and I'm going to have a rotating guest of Marvel Champions folk, and we're going to talk through several segments, and it will kind of be similar to the chatting champions that I did with Josh on Get Up and Game. In fact, my first guest is going to be Josh, so I figured
Nice.
that was a good way to do that. So I'm excited for that show. So that will premiere late August is when people can be ready for that show coming through. And Eric, certainly at some
Very
point, I would
cool.
love to have you on as a guest as well.
Awesome.
All right. Thank you, everybody, for watching. Can you hear me?
Yeah, you keep like muting or popping in and out.
Oh, weird. Well, then we'll end
Yeah.
it. Thanks, everybody, for
Okay.
watching. Until next time, I'm the Brandt.
I'm Eric. Thanks.
And we hope you step into the portal. Have a good night, everybody.